Well, hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. Today I have a very special autumn reading for you. I'm going to be looking at what energies you need to leave behind, leave in the summer, and then what energies that you need to prepare for the winter. Autumn is a beautiful season that shows us how to gently let go of things that are no longer needed in our life. Just as the trees let all the leaves go gently and without argument, knowing that they're preparing for winter, and if they keep hanging on to the leaves, their branches are going to bend and break from all the snow, and the leaves are going to freeze, and it's not very good for the tree. So let's follow nature's lead and leave what is no longer applicable in our life. I'm going to do an all signs reading so you can actually have a quick look at your sun, moon, rising, and have a good look at what the cards are telling you to leave behind and how to prepare, what energies you need to prepare for the winter. So I'm going to do an energy card, and then I'm going to be doing a map card of what you need to do. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started with the energies first. So I'm going to be starting with Aries. Aries, this is for you, your autumn reading, September 23rd to December 21st. But whenever you find this during that time, this will be applicable to you. Aries, autumn. Aries, what do Aries need to let go of, please? What do Aries need to let go of? What do Aries need to let go of? What energy does Aries need to let go of this autumn? What energy Aries need to let go of this autumn? A burst of magic. Interesting what you need to let go of. Have you not been having a magical life? Has life become dull and boring and routine? And I can just see it's like in this bud right now. And so what you need to let go of is allowing that magic to burst open. Make something magical in your life. Because here comes autumn and the sun starts to darken and we start to see the stars a little bit more. And maybe we haven't been following our guiding star. And maybe we haven't been looking at and fair enough, it's summertime, the nights are short, the evenings are long, and maybe we can't even stay awake until the stars show up at night. So with this card, I know it sounds weird what you have to let go of. You have to let go of not having any magic in your life. Of being routine, of being boring, of being bored. You have to let go of that. And I could just feel like this magic wants to just burst open into your life. It's been waiting and waiting. Look at all these beautiful stars on here. Maybe your clothing has become dull and boring and it needs some bling. So you really need to let go of that. We have a 48 here, so what that means to you, I have no idea. It could be in somebody's phone number. It could be somebody's address. It could be somebody's age. Because there is a person on here. So there might be a person who has ghosted you that now you need to leave behind you. Because look at that person is a ghost. So if somebody has ghosted you, especially if their number is 48 somehow, it's time for you to leave them behind. Because remember, we asked what the energies are that you need to leave behind. Also, maybe you've been using too many recreational drugs, and maybe it's time for you to leave that behind. Maybe that's a fair warning of that too, that you're disappearing into fantasies. And I'm picking that up. Lotus, a lot of people don't know, the ancient Egyptians used lotus. There's a lotus that's like same kind of effects as magic mushrooms. So I'm getting that from that as well. That, you know, maybe a little bit of too much recreational drugs, and then you've got your head in the clouds. So maybe you need to leave that behind as well. But yeah, those are very interesting, what you need to leave behind. Let's look and see what energies you need to prepare for the winter. What energy do you need to focus on this autumn to prepare for the winter? What energy do you need to focus on to prepare for the winter? Aries, what energy do Aries need to focus on to prepare for the winter? Cards are ready. Healing the heart. Healing the heart. Oh, I love this for you, Aries. Interesting tidbit here. I am an Aries sun, and I've been having heart problems. So maybe this tells me this autumn I will be healing my heart, actually, literally, physically. So if you're having actual physical heart problems, this is something that you need to address this autumn time. Maybe I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer down below. What my doctor suggested for me, I'm not suggesting it for you, is the Mediterranean diet. It's the most heart healthy diet in the world. My doctors told me to go on, and I went to nutritionists and a meal plan and whatnot. Maybe that's something that you need to look into or research for yourself. Also, this could be healing of the heart on an emotional level, especially if you're dealing with this person who has been ghosting you. Maybe you need to heal your heart in a spiritual level, that maybe that's why you're using a lot of recreational mind-altering substances, because you can't deal with a broken heart. Maybe you're dealing with some grief. And autumn is a time where we're reminded of death a lot. The trees are dying, the plants are dying, their season is over, and everything turns very brown and silent, waiting for winter. Maybe this is a time that you need to get a big cozy sweater and a nice big mug of hot tea, pumpkin spice, of course, journaling. What else can I see here? I can definitely see there's a bit of a Christmas vibe going on here with the lights and the colors. So maybe this is something that you need to do this autumn before Christmas. You need to heal your heart. Is that talking to somebody? Is that looking after yourself? Is that you actually ghosting somebody? Because this is the energy you have to leave behind. So is that actually you ghosting somebody and saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't take this anymore. You've got a heart of gold, Aries. You've got a heart of gold. And sometimes people take advantage of that in their cruel and unusual ways. So that's the energy that you need to concentrate on this autumn. Healing your heart, physically, emotionally, spiritually. If you look at these hands are in prayer, maybe you need to look at whatever your spiritual part of your life is. Is it full? Is it empty? Are you exploring that? This is a message from your heart. It would like you to examine that a little bit more. All right, so let's get some cards here. Very, very poignant message for Aries. Let's get some cards here, Aries, for a map. How are you going to do that? So how is Aries going to do that? How is Aries going to leave this dullness around, ghost this person, forget about the ghosting person, forget about the recreational drugs, whatever it is for you, and heal the heart? Heal the heart. Let's see, interesting, we've got stars on both of them. Stars on both of them. Maybe watch out for stars. Maybe if you are thinking about looking for a life coach or therapist, see if they have a picture of stars. If they're wearing an outfit that has stars on it, whether it's in their tie or their blouse or something. Maybe they're wearing star earrings. Look for the star, your guiding star. Also, we have a number 23 here. This is very interesting because autumn starts on the 23rd. So this is a very interesting card that you must start right away. The 23rd of September, October, November might be very important to you. Might even be December because that's right on the cusp of our autumn and the beginning of winter. Maybe they're warning you that get this sorted before winter starts. That might be your age, might be a phone number, might be an address. Only you know what it means. So let's ask the map cards. What do we need to do to move from what we have to leave behind to what we have to heal? What energies we have to heal before winter shows up? For Aries, please. For Aries, please. Cards are ready. Flying. Slow and steady. And Wizard of Awareness. All right, so this is interesting. So, flying, look at that. What did I mention about using recreational drugs? Being high. Look at that, even the colors. And I think this is a very strong message for some of you who may have overindulged over the summer. It's time to let it go. And also this is flying out. So this is, if you think summer, autumn, winter, saying, yeah, leave that all behind. Also flying away with this ghosting bit here. Like, you know, do you have to ghost somebody or somebody ghosting you? Leave them in your past. Leave them in the summer. Also, remember I said a burst of magic. Have you been living a very dull life, Aries? Has things been humdrum? It's time to add a little bit of color to your life, but not with recreational drugs, with fun, with a burst of energy, with adding color to your life. Maybe you just need to add more color to the clothes that you wear. Put some color in your hair because this is up in the air. So, and this almost looks like hair. But rise above the mundane world somehow, but without using recreational properties. Do it the physical. If you look at this horse, it's physical. Or is this it's a horse. It's not a unicorn. It's physical, right? It's in movement. It's not just sitting on the couch smoking a joint or having a glass of wine. It's actually moving and doing something. It's actually, if you look at it, it's rising above all this recreational stuff. All right, lecture over. But go at it slow and steady. Slow and steady will win the race. So whether it's trying to get off of some of the recreational drugs, whether it's trying to let go of the ghost, whether it's trying to ghost somebody, whether it's trying to change your life to bring more color into it, to bring a burst of magic into it, do it slow and steady. I know, Aries, we like to go head first into everything, get the things, do the thing, and then we're bored of it. And this is very slow and steady. You've got 3 months here. You got 3 months to do this. You don't have to do it all in the first week. And especially when it comes to healing the heart. Look, these colors are almost the same. These cards are almost the same colors. Especially when it comes to healing the heart. If you actually have a physical ailment with your heart, you have to go slow and steady. You have to actually contact a doctor, Wizard of Awareness. This is somebody who has much more information than you, more wisdom, a master in their field. So you may have to contact a professional, whether that be for therapy, whether that be for rehab, whether that be for couples counseling, or whether it's actually for physically healing your heart. If you think you have heart problems, even if you think, you should contact your doctor. You know, let them say, no, sorry, it's all in your head. Not that that's the best outcome, but it's better than waiting till it's too late, right? So Wizard of Awareness, this to me is ask for help these 3 autumn months, especially if we're into the last Sagittarius season and you haven't healed your heart and you aren't ready for winter, you're still crying over that ghosting, you're still on those recreational drugs. It just occurred to me, and you know what? A person can be a drug. An obsession with a person could be a drug, especially if they've ghosted you. If we come to, and this also kind of reminds me of Sagittarius, the wise wisdom is part of the Sagittarian persona, let's say. If we come to the Sagittarius season and you haven't done any of that, it's time that you do that. All right? You contact somebody, you contact a mentor, you contact a professional. All right? And that's what I see. That's what the cards are trying to tell us, Aries. Slow and steady, you're going to win this race. We have 3 more numbers, 20, 12, and 3. So whatever that means to you. And also, I'm going to go back. This is the 3rd season of autumn, Sagittarius. So if you haven't figured this out by then, please contact a professional or a mentor. All right. Well, good luck with that, Aries. I wish you a very happy autumn. And remember to be like the trees and let go of things with ease and beauty. Bye for now. Well, hello, my Taurus friends. Hope you're doing well. As explained in the beginning, I am doing your energy, what you need to leave go of. Let go of. Isn't that an interesting, because I'm thinking of the autumn leaves, so leave go of. I might use that in the description. What you need to let go of, just like the trees are letting go of the leaves with beauty, gently and beautiful. And slow and steady. Taurus loves that. Slow and steady, but with beauty. Let's see what the energies, what you need to leave behind, Taurus. And then we're going to ask the energy, what do you need to do to prepare for winter? And then we're going to ask for a map. Well, how do you get there? What do you do? All right. Oh, these cards are ready. These cards are indeed ready. Okay, so what do you need to let go of? Quieting the mind. Did you have a busy summer, Taurus? Or did you have a boring summer? Because this is something you have to let go of. Were you over spiritual? Which I highly doubt Tauruses were overly spiritual. Maybe you weren't spiritual enough. Maybe you're more in the physical, which is very easy to do in the summertime when it's all about being active outdoors and maybe, reading a lot of books, sitting on the beach. That's just your mind and body, and you don't really pay attention a lot to your soul. Maybe it's time that you get back into some kind of soul searching, some kind of spirituality. Maybe you want to go back to church, temple, mosque, whatever it is that you follow. Maybe it's just, finding somebody on YouTube that you enjoy how they talk about spirituality. But this is quieting the mind. I'm just really more getting the feeling that you had a very busy summer. Very busy summer, and you're kind of looking back and going, wow, that was it? Summer's over? And you didn't really have that much time to yourself. I'm just trying to look at this here. What do we have? What do you need to let go of? Why quieting the mind? Why do you have to let go of quieting your mind? Interesting card of what to let go of. Maybe you procrastinated a lot this summer. Maybe you kept yourself busy so you wouldn't have to look at the things that you have to look at. I just got that. Maybe you decided to pick up that one more romance novel instead of going through that closet. Maybe you gave yourself a little bit too much slack. I know my Taurus friends love to be comfortable. They love non-movement and to be comfortable. And when they move, it better be slow and steady. Nothing quick and fast about a Taurus. So maybe that's it. Maybe you have to let go of some of the procrastination that you had this year, Taurus. Maybe it's time to snap out of it. Snap out of summer. I just got that too. Just snap out of summer. Snap out of beach time. It's summer. Let's, sit on a patio and have a few drinks. And no, now it's autumn. Now you need to prepare for winter. Now it's harvest season. Now the work starts. Now we got to harvest everything. And Taurus being an earth sign, you're really in tune with the earth. So now it's time, all the fruits of the earth, it's time to harvest. Interesting that during autumn, during the harvest season, there is no earth sign. That's what's missing during the autumn season is the earth sign. And yet the earth is showing us how to prepare for winter. So I think that's more what it is, Taurus. I think you have to let go of procrastination. You have to leave procrastination behind you. Summer is over, and now it's time to get down to business. Now it's time to harvest. It's time to hunker down. The sitting around on the beach or sitting on the patio, sitting on the deck, reading a book, those times are over. Now it's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. Let's see what energies do you need to concentrate on. Before I carry on, we have a 32 here. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's an address. I don't know if it's a phone number, an age. I don't know what it means. Something different to everybody. So let's see what energies that Taurus have to go into. Taurus. How does Taurus prepare for, I love this, for you to prepare for winter. It even has kind of a wintry background, doesn't it? Great and full. Great and full. Grateful. To prepare for winter, you need to be grateful for this harvest that you have, Taurus. Be grateful for all the good in your life and don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Maybe you're ignoring a lot of your physical world. This is gold that's physical. This is the physical world. There's are you grateful for the home that you have and the clothes that you have and rather than procrastinating cleaning out that closet, be grateful that you have so much food. I love this card for you because it's a 4, which could be also April, which Taurus season starts in April. And we have a bit of wine here, and Taurus rules over wine because it is of the earth. And Venus also rules wine, and Venus is Taurus's planet. So this is directly talking to you, Taurus, to be grateful and full. So instead of procrastinating about all the things you have to do, be grateful for them. Be very grateful for them. Instead of complaining about them that you have so much to do, be grateful. I've got so much stuff in my closet. I'm so grateful I have all this stuff. I'm so grateful I have a room with a closet. I'm so grateful I have this place with this roof over my head that has this full closet. This is the message I'm getting for you. And this is how you're going to bust out of your procrastination and move into winter, grateful for what you have, rather than moving into winter under a cloud of lack of what you don't have. Also, when you're grateful is also a very spiritual, the best spiritual prayer you can ever make, no matter what your religion, is thank you. Thank you to a person, place, or thing. is thank you is the most spiritual prayer that you could say every day, anywhere, and nobody even has to know it's a prayer. So maybe that's what it also means too, is to become a little bit more spiritual. This autumn, become a little bit more spiritual. I'm just going to try and see. Believe a little bit more in magic. Again, the spiritual part of it. No, don't just live in your body and your mind. This is asking for a balance. Body, mind, and soul balance. Because you think about it, wine is a spirit, so it's spirits. So it's also telling you, Taurus, that you really need to get a little bit more into the spiritual side here. We got 2 big stars. So maybe find out what your guiding star is. Whenever you see a star, remember to say thank you. You know, and also this is there's a bit of movement, and you can hear clink, cheers. Be thankful for the people in your life, friends, family, colleagues. Be thankful for, cheers to your health. Be thankful for the people in your life. So let's get a map here now. How do you do this? How do you do this? How do you get from procrastination to being grateful for having all those drawers that need to be tidied up? For going through all those clothes that need to be given away to charity. How do you go from summer to autumn to prepare for winter? Let's get a map here for you, Taurus. Let's get a map here for you. Yeah, be grateful for what you have. The procrastination time is over. And bring a little bit more spirituality in your life. I think the message is very, very clear. So map for Taurus. Oh, interesting cut. All 3 just popped out. Wide open. Look at both of these cards. The arms are wide open. Wishing well. More gold. Wishing well. And then the final card, compass. Okay, so before we continue on, we got really high numbers here, 42, 48, and 50. So I don't know if that's an age, an address, a phone number. Could be the week of the year, because these are the last weeks of the calendar year. So these weeks, you'll have to go and look up what they are. Might be very important to you, because 50, of course, is the last week of Sagittarius. 48, I think, is around when Scorpio and Sagittarius cusp. And then, of course, 42 would be, I think it's like Libra and Scorpio. So you'll have to look those week numbers up. But look at this. So we've got both of these cards, their arms are wide open. Wide open. So I think this is speaking more to the spiritual side. I think, look at more stars. More stars. Be more in awe of the universe. Be more in awe of the spiritual side. You know, she's standing on a rock, so there's the physical. You know, and that's an earth, right, Taurus? That's your earth. That's your earth sign there. So, and green is also a color of Taurus. So this is speaking directly to you, Taurus, that be more in awe of the universe and spirituality and the soul. You've got the physical down pat. You've got that down pat. Be more open to more spirituality. Again, even if it just starts with the most basic and profound of prayers, thank you. Wishing well, here we have more gold. More gold. I think this might be a very abundant season for you, Taurus. I think this tells us that, you know, use a little bit of law of attraction. If you look at this, she's wearing a green, and again, genderless. We're just going a green outfit to a green outfit. So once you open yourself up to more spirituality, you also open up yourself to more abundance, especially if you get into the grateful prayer. The more grateful you think things are, the more the universe wants to bring them to you. I would say, if spirituality or anything like that scares you off, as it does some earth signs, because their feet are so planted on the ground, maybe look into some law of attraction information. I think you might be surprised how easy it's going to be for you to manifest and attract. And then we have the compass here. You might be traveling this autumn. You definitely might be some travels for you this autumn, Taurus, because we have the compass here, and that would be just before Christmas. So in the month of December, you might be doing some traveling this year, this autumn. And again, of course, if you go, are you kidding me? I don't have money. Well, yeah, money's there. Now this would be during the Scorpio season. And so this would be Libra season. This would be Scorpio season. And this would be Sagittarius season. Sagittarius also is the overseer of travel in the zodiac. So it'd be a very good time for you to travel is during the Sagittarius season. And we got blue here, especially if you wanted to go somewhere near the sea. You can almost see a beach and some water here, especially if you wanted a nice beach holiday. Definitely if you wanted a nice beach holiday. I'm just going to point out that Scorpio season is your opposite season to Taurus. And this particular Scorpio season is going to be very lucky for you. I'm not an astrologer, but I was listening to a program that this Mars is going retrograde, and it's going to be very lucrative for the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And this card is confirming that, is definitely confirming that for you. Also, if you're looking into some kind of spirituality, astrology might be something that you might want to look into, because if you look on there, the zodiac is on there. The astrology might send you in the right direction to get your spirituality or your soul going. But just like I said, just even saying thank you every day, thank your lucky stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to create, abundance is going to seem to fall out of the sky, just pop up for you. It's actually going to surprise you a little bit how abundant you can be. So if you want to go on a trip, you don't have the money, start wishing now. Start wishing now, Taurus. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a fabulous autumn and take good care. Bye for now. Well, hello, my Gemini friends. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be doing oh, wow, the cards are really ready. They're chatty. Today I'm going to be doing an autumn reading for you. This is from September 23rd until December 21st for the autumn months. And I'm going to be asking the cards, what energies do you need to leave behind in the summer? And what energies do you need to prepare for the winter? So what energies do you need to work on this autumn? Or Gemini, what energies do they need to work on? What do they need to let go of? What's something that Gemini needs to let go of this autumn? I remember you don't have to do it the first week. This is something that you can work on all season long. Cards are ready. Call of the Muse. Have you been partying too much, Gemini? Have you been having a great time this summer? Lots of fluttering about. That's what I'm getting. And Geminis love to flutter about. Flutter from party to party and have a great social life. And never really settling in one spot. And they love to be somebody's muse. They love the attention. And who doesn't? Who doesn't? Yeah, I just see you dancing, just really just fluttering around, not necessarily partying hard, just fluttering from party to party, a big social calendar. And I think autumn is telling you now it's time to settle down. The party's over and you don't want to see that. You're still looking. No, I still want to have fun. I still want my social life. And, but there's nothing wrong with that. But this also tells me you've been ignoring something. You've been distracting yourself with other people, places, and things, and ignoring what's in front of you, what's staring at you in the mirror. You're refusing to look at what's staring you in the mirror. And we'll find out in the cards what you need to be looking at. So that's what you need to let go of. You need to let go of ignoring what's real. Because if you look at this, this has an etherical part, almost fairy-like, being light and airy, and that's the Gemini dream world, fluttering about and never really settling anywhere, but also at the same time never really looking what's in that mirror. What are you distracting yourself from, Gemini? What are you distracting yourself from that you won't look at, that you won't admit? Let's find out. Interesting energy to let go of, actually. I'm just looking here. Yeah, if you look closely, their eyes are closed, refusing to see reality as it is, refusing to look at reality, distracting yourself with partying, with could be some recreational substances there, creating a fantasy that isn't really there, that isn't really true. Embellishing. If you look, she just has regular arms, but there's embellishments around the arm. So are you embellishing? Are you telling people things are okay when they really aren't? Let's find out what energy you need to, all of a sudden I got dancing on thin ice. Are you just trying to hold it together? Dancing on thin ice. So because that almost looks like she's dancing on ice, but she doesn't have skates. Let's see what energy that Gemini has to, or should not has to, nobody has to do anything. What energy that you need to focus on to prepare for winter. So we know what you need to let go of. You need to let go of not facing the truth anymore. Whatever that truth is, that truth could be your health. It could be your relationship status. It could be your financial status. It could be what you're doing to yourself, what you're not doing to yourself. Are you ignoring your health? Are you not settling down? Are you ignoring what the train that's coming? It's something that you're completely ignoring. You don't even want to look at. And you know it's there, but you refuse to open your eyes, because then once you look at it, you have to deal with it. So what is it that Gemini doesn't want to deal with? We also have a 31 here. This could be, of course, a month. We have a 31 in October, and I think that's it. Oh, September. September, October. Or do we? 30 days has September. No, October. So Halloween might be really important for you, whatever's happening around then. You might be 31. 31 could be in an address. Could be the 30, maybe if you're looking back at summer, could be July or August 31st. Let's see. Let's ask, what energies did Gemini have to prepare for and focus on for winter? Ooh, that was a jumper. Let it go. Okay. What do you have to let go of, Gemini? I'm interesting that you didn't get this one in what to let go. So let it go. This looks like a relationship. We've got a heart here and 2 hummingbirds. And if you look closely, they're untying that ribbon. Is that what I think that's what you are ignoring, is that you have a relationship that has run its course. Could be person, place, or thing. Maybe you love the house that you live in, but it's no longer sustainable. You don't have the money to pay for it. Could be a job that you love, but it just doesn't pay enough, or it's too far away. But there's something that is that you know, once you address, you have to let it go. It's just not sustainable anymore. And this autumn, this is interesting. This is something that started in the summer. Those are all summer colors. So this is letting go of what happened this summer. Did you fall in love this summer with somebody? Did you fall in love with a location? But it's not sustainable. Hummingbirds are also summer. Most places in the world, in the north, they head south for the winter. So this is telling me that this autumn, you have to let go of what happened this summer. Whether it was a love affair, for most of you, it will be a love affair. Or falling in love with somebody, maybe you met them on holidays, and that's just not going to work because you live in two different places and you didn't want to face that. You didn't want to face reality. So this could be a lover, this could be a job. Maybe you went on holiday somewhere and you just fell in love with the place and you just want to move there. And no, it's a great place to visit, but you're not going to live there. These hummingbirds, as they fly south with this rope in their mouth, is going to undo the knot and everything's going to fall apart. So you need to let it go. The universe is going to make it happen because the hummingbirds fly south, and as they fly away, and that's telling me the universe is going to make it happen. No matter how hard you try to keep it together, how hard you try to keep your eyes closed to it, how hard you try not to look at it, it's going to happen. So if it's a job, you're going to get laid off. If it's a home, something's going to happen that you can no longer live there. If it's somebody that if it's a relationship you're trying to hang on to, something's going to, they're going to leave you. Something's going to happen. The universe will ensure that it happens. And that's what the energy that you need to prepare for. You need to let go of what happened in the summer before you can carry on to the winter. And if you don't do it voluntarily and work on it yourself, the universe will make it happen before winter shows up. I'm sorry to tell you that, Gemini, but that's the message that we have here. So let's get a roadmap. How do you do that? How do you let go of something that your heart is set on? How do you let go of something? Maybe you fell deeply in love with somebody this summer and you think this is the one. We also have a 24 here. So this could have happened on the 24th of the month during the summer. So that could even be June, July, August. They could be 24, you could be 24. Maybe you've known them for 24 weeks. But something here, the 24. Also, because we're talking about autumn, we could even go into September and October and November on the 24th. Those are days that things might fall apart, completely out of your control. So be aware of that. So there's either two ways you can look at this, Gemini. You can control this. You can wake up, look at reality and control this and let it go, or the universe will make it happen. And 9 times out of 10, when the universe does it, it's not as pleasant as when we choose to do it. So let's see, what's a roadmap here for Gemini? How are Gemini going to wake up and see this as what it is and let it go? Let's get a roadmap here for Gemini for autumn, please. Cards are ready. Compass. You might have to travel. Might have to travel. Flying. Yeah, you might have to travel somewhere, Gemini. Interesting, we have these colors here. I'll get to that in a minute. Ghostlands. Here comes winter, Gemini. I told you. Okay, so you might have to get away. You might have to travel. You might have to say, maybe where you are, you don't want to leave. It's like, it's summer, it's beautiful here, I love the beach. But no, you got to travel back home and get back to work. You know, maybe you need to just get away for a weekend and think about things, make a plan. Now, if you remember, this is during Libra season, and Libra is one of your sister seasons. It's an air season. So this is a good time to go away and think. Air is thinking, thoughts. Go out and journal. Balance things out. And if you look at this compass, there's 2 compasses here. And Libra is the balance. So you might have to go and balance things out. But yeah, you might have to do some traveling to kind of figure this out. We've got a 50 here. So yeah, anytime before the end of autumn, you might even like be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of journaling, and then decide to go on a trip or leave or something. But there's some kind of movement here that happens before it. I'm thinking week 50, which is generally the end of Sagittarius. So if you work on this will be done before the end of autumn. And now we have flying, and that's why I'm saying you might have to do some kind of traveling. You might actually have to fly somewhere, because we have this is wings and flying, and look at the colors in here. You might have to fly back. See, because this is flying this way. You might have to, this is during Scorpio season. And we have a 20 here. So it could even be October, November, December 20th. Again, that matches with the end of Sagittarius. You might have to fly back to something to clear up the air. But you definitely have to do something back. You have to go back and fix something. You can't just leave it hanging, because if you do, once Sagittarius season starts, it'll almost be too late. And now we have a 17, so it'll be the 17th of October, November, December. 17 might be an important number to you, as 20 is. If you don't go back and fix this, or have plans to fix it by the end of autumn, by the time Sagittarius season rolls around, and that is the end of Sagittarius is Capricorn and the beginning of winter, it'll be too late, and it'll be frozen in time, and it won't be fixed for a very long time. So you have this period of 3 months, Gemini, to learn how to let this go. Now, you might not physically go back, but you might have to go back into your thoughts and figure out, how did you get here? How did you get to this place? And that's the only way you can fix it and change that. So think about, what direction, how did you go to get to this point that you're even too scared to look at your own life, to look at reality. You might have to go back and think, well, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Because you have to change your thoughts. If you don't do it, it's going to take a very long time to fix this. So there's your thoughts on this, that if you don't learn to let it go, it's going to haunt your life for a very long time, for at least 17 months, I would say. So you have your opportunity here to go back, to fix it. Maybe you need to apologize to somebody. Maybe you need to go back to where you left something. Maybe you need to go back and undo something. I don't know what that is. Only you do. Because if you don't, by the end of Sagittarius season, it'll take a very long time. It'll be frozen, and a lot of opportunities will be gone to fix things in a way that you can let them go properly, easily, and move on into winter time with a fresh start. But the first thing that you need to do is open up your eyes and face reality of what's going on here, and then let it go. And like I said, you might have to go back in time. You might even just have to go back in your mind, and figure out, how did this happen this summer? Was it even something that happened in the spring? You know, did this start back in the spring? Whatever this is that you refuse to look at, this this relationship, but you have to go back and figure out where it started so that you can end it, so you can fix it. I don't always normally tell people to live in the past, but this isn't living in the past. This is finding out where it started so you can end it. I hope that makes sense. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous autumn. I know you, Gemini, you'll get right on this and try and get this fixed right away, and let this go in peace and beauty, just as the trees are letting go of the leaves. Thank you for watching. Take good care. Well, hello, my Cancer friends. I hope you're doing well. Today I've got a autumn reading for you. I'm going to look into the energies that you have to leave behind as autumn starts, and then I'm going to look into the energies that you should nurture and focus on to be ready for winter season. So with that in mind, let's get seeing what's going on with your autumn, and this is from September 23rd until December 21st, and we go through Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius season, and I'll be drawing a card for each one of those to give you a roadmap of how you can shift your energies from summer to winter in a beautiful and most relaxing way, just as autumn just as the trees let the leaves go. For Cancer, what do Cancer need to let go of this autumn? Oh, cards are ready. Roots of abundance. All right, so is your money tangled up? Are your things tangled up with other people? Are things tangled up that this is two, so that's what I'm saying with other people. Are you going through a divorce or a separation and everything's all tangled together? If you're going through a divorce, that would be your house, your furniture. This could even be your children, because roots, of course, the family tree. So, how much stuff do you have and how is it tangled with somebody else? Also, what I'm getting here, has somebody given you something and you don't want to let it go, and that energy is hanging on to you, even though it's not useful in your life anymore, but you feel a sense of nostalgia for it. This might be a time to get, to clean out things. And this is telling me you have too much stuff and it's time to clean it out. If you aren't going through a divorce or a separation or, two people, maybe your roommates moving out or whatnot, if that doesn't apply to you, then this would be, it's time to clear out. It's time to declutter. So that's what you need to let go of, Cancer. You need to declutter. You just have too much, and now it's just all a tangled mess. It's time to let go of a lot of stuff. And I would say it's stuff. It's not necessarily people. Because this is the tree, its roots, it's physical, it's earth. It's things that we can touch. I don't believe this is a people thing that unless you do have way too many friends and it's time to clean up your Facebook, how many people that you follow and whatnot like that. Maybe there's just, too much going on in your life. But definitely this autumn, you need to let go of how much stuff you have. This could even be time, because a tree lasts a long time. Trees are also symbols of time passing. And maybe your time is all tangled up. You have too much to do and not enough to do it. But this is definitely going to be, you have to let go of too much stuff, too many things to do, entanglements that you may have, especially if you're going through a divorce or a separation. You'll find that this will be the, and what's nice about getting this card is that everything will go very smoothly. If you see there's stars here, it'll almost be magical how you'll be able to get rid of things. You know, you put them up for sale on Kijiji or something, and boom, somebody buys it and takes it away. Be very light-hearted. There's a couple of little butterflies there. Let things fly away. Let them flutter away. Let someone else in the universe enjoy them. But when you get this card, it's great to let go of things because they'll be very easy for you to let go of. There won't be any drama about it. It'll be sold quickly and easily. It'll be almost magical for you. It'll be almost a magical feeling for you to untangle those kind of having too much. So now let's see. I'm just looking here. What else I can see in that card? Now I see a little fairy, a little dragonfly. Yeah, I think it'll be almost feeling magical. I think it'll be very easy for you to let go of things. And to free some space up in your life and to free up some time in your life. And again, I think it might be, that's why I said if you're going through divorce, the house itself, because there's a key there. And keys usually open doors to many things, but also houses. Maybe it might be a good time to downsize this autumn, to let go of your big house and look for something smaller, to untangle yourself from too many commitments and too much stuff, and to separate things fairly and easily if you're going through divorce or separation. So let's see what energy you need to focus on for winter, to prepare for the winter. What energy do you need to focus on to prepare for the winter for our Cancer friends? Cards are ready. This one popped out. A Grand Symphony. Oh, I love this one. This almost looks more summer-like to me than winter coming, obviously. But this is when you let go. Look at the difference in these cards. When you let go of old roots, old clutter, old entanglements, look how more organized and fresh and clear things look, and shinier. You let go of all the entanglements and all the disarray, and look, now you neatly have 3 better things. And you feel freer, you feel cleaner, a Grand Symphony. So this tells me this applies to all your senses. Your sight, your sound, your touch. Be music to your ears to have look at how much lighter. Look how much lighter that card is. Like it feels fresh and clean. And, you know, you could almost argue that this does have winter with the snow. So by the time, if you take this autumn, this naturally letting go season to declutter, you're going to feel so much better going into winter. You're going to feel more organized. You're going to feel more prepared. You're going to feel freer. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to be able to enjoy winter a lot more. Which I know winter is your opposite season, so it's not always easy for Cancerians. They like their summer. They love their summer. I mean, they're the cardinal sign of summer. They're the beginning of summer. So this season before the winter is, they know winter's coming and they don't like winter at all. So why not go into winter feeling a lot better? So you definitely have to, also I'm getting in this that when you declutter your time, your commitments, you have more time to enjoy things, the simple things in life, like listening to your favorite music, maybe going to some concerts, but do something that you go out and that you engage some of your other senses, like hearing and sight. And get some beautiful things in your home that are light. Yeah, this is a perfect timing to declutter your calendar, your home, your life. And it'll be very easy for you and almost seem like magic, Cancer. So let's get a map here for you. Let's get a map for Cancer. So what's the easiest way to do this? Because I know, you know, you have nostalgia. And, you know, your auntie who's passed away gave you those earrings, but you haven't worn them in 8 years. Well, maybe you have a niece or a cousin or a nephew who also knew that auntie and they would appreciate them. You know, but get rid of stuff that's been around for many, many years that you don't use, that you're just entangled with. You'll be so glad you did by the time winter shows around. We also have a 27 here. So 27th of the month will be great months for you. You'll feel lighter and freer. So that would be September, October, November. And of course, December 27th, we're already into winter, so it doesn't apply then. This could be your age. Could be a phone number, an address. Only you know what it means. So let's get the roadmap here for Cancer, please. Roadmap for Cancer. Cards are ready. Metamorphosis. So that would be for Libra season, which I love because look at the balance here. So yes, Wizard of Awareness for Scorpio season and flying for Sagittarius season. And look at that, because we also have the hummingbird here, which is very colorful, and the horse, it's very colorful. You might be going, you know what? A lot of signs are going on holidays this Sagittarius season, and flying to warmer climes. And I think, you know, who knows, maybe some of the money that you make from selling some of this stuff, you'll be freer to go fly and see beautiful things. And actually, like I said, this is a summer feeling card, and we have the beautiful blue sky here. I wouldn't be surprised if you fly somewhere nice and warm, because this also has some spring weather attached to it. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to the Libra season, the metamorphosis. Yeah, this is perfect for Libra season, the balance here. And again, we have a butterfly. I think it'll be very easy for you to let go of things. And that will be something new for you, Cancer. That'll be something very new for you to just let things go. Here we have a 25. So the 25th of each month, which is September, October, November. I would even say you might even be a completely changed person by Christmas on December 25th. I think it'll be very easy. You're going to be surprised. I think you're going to surprise yourself how easy this decluttering your life is, and how we've got some clouds here, how the cloudy days are going to be behind you. It's going to be a little bit stormy for you. It's not going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I think you're going to, because we have some magic around here though, I think you're going to find that things declutter quite easily for you. It'll be easy to let go of things. That's that butterfly there. Be easy to let things go. There'll be a little bit of sadness letting things go, but for the most part, that will all be behind you. And it's actually going to change your life, decluttering. Especially, I think, your time and getting a hold of your calendar. Here we have the Wizard of Awareness for Scorpio season. I would say that, you know, if you're struggling with this, call in somebody to help you. Call in a mentor. Maybe you have a friend who's great at listing things on eBay. Maybe you have a friend who's great at organizing, or you know what, if you're going through a divorce, this is your lawyer. Get your lawyer involved and get them to help you divide things up properly. Because this to me is the Sagittarius card. The wisdom, and Sagittarius rules lawyers and law, and this is Scorpio season for you. So that's why I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's going to happen during your Sagittarius, but I do think that you need to find a mentor or somebody with legal pizzazz who can help you with that. So if you don't know how to list something online, don't know how to get a garage sale going, that kind of thing, ask for help. Ask for help during Scorpio season. But it's also telling me that during Scorpio season will be a great season for you to engage with a lawyer if it's something you're doing legally and unentangling some things. You might have to call in a lawyer to help you with that. And nothing wrong with that. That's what they're there for. So we also have a number 3 here. That might mean something to you. The 3rd of the month, in 3 months, in 3 weeks. Only you know what that 3 means for you. And then during Sagittarius season, you're going to be free to fly. You get all this done. You get all this done. You even look, these almost look like autumn colors. The oranges and reds and darker colors of autumn, browns. And then look at that in December. Look how free and clear you are. Life seems a lot brighter by the time you get that done. And then you're going into winter, freer, clearer. I think you might even go on a trip during Sagittarius season, which is end of November to, I like November 22nd, 21st until December 21st. Don't be surprised if you find yourself on a plane going somewhere warmer than currently where you are living. But yeah, I think it's very clear, very clear. And you need to untangle yourself. It's going to be easy. If you're not finding it easy, then call in help. And by Sagittarius season, life is going to seem, we've even got a hummingbird there and a hummingbird there. You'll be back to flittering around and feeling free and enjoying life a lot more. Just need to get over this little hump here this autumn. So work on that so that you have a freer and fabulous winter. And remember, the trees are showing us what to do. Let go with ease and beauty. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Well, hello, my Leo friends. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to your autumn reading. I'm going to be doing an energy reading about what you need to let go of for this autumn season, what you need to leave in the past, and what you need to focus on before winter arrives. We're going to look at those energies, and then I'm going to draw a card for each of the Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius seasons and get you a roadmap of how you're going to let go of the one energy and focus on the other energy. So we're just looking at the energies of the autumn season starting September 23rd to December 21st. So autumn, what do Leos need to let go of? What do they need to leave in the summer? What do Leos need to let go of? What do Leos need to let go of? What's the energy? What do Leos need to let go of? What do Leos need to let go of? Cards are ready. Birds of a feather. Leo, this might be the season that you leave some friends behind, colleagues behind. You may have to change jobs. Maybe you are moving. Maybe you are going off to college and you're leaving all your friends behind. This is definitely time that may not happen all at once, but I think you'll look back a year from now and realize that a lot of your friends have changed, your colleagues have changed, and it might be because you're actually physically moving. It might be because maybe you're getting married and now you're hanging out with more married people than you're single people. Or maybe you're newly single and now all your married friends are just kind of disappearing. But you are definitely going through a change of friends, colleagues. I wouldn't necessarily say this is family or lovers. I mean, it could be if you're physically moving away from your hometown, it might be. But generally, birds of a feather flock together are generally friends and colleagues, where you work, acquaintances, people you went to school with, that kind of thing. Definitely, we're going to have to let go of them. It's going to be easy, though. You've got a bit of magic around here. Your lucky stars are going to be doing it gently and easily for you. It'll just almost be a natural thing. Just all of a sudden one day it'll be, I haven't heard from those guys in a long time. Or your calendar just naturally fills up and you don't have time for that group of friends anymore, or you change jobs and onward and upward. And as much as you promise each other you'll meet for lunch or go for drinks, it just doesn't happen. So I don't think it's going to be an abrupt, it's not going to be because of any argument or fights or anything like that. It's just a natural part of the different cycles you are in your life right now. And this autumn is going to be the autumn of leaving people behind. And it might be a conscious choice on your behalf. Maybe you're just putting up boundaries. Maybe you just had enough of those people. Maybe just, those friends, you've outgrown those friends. They still want to party on the weekends, but you're on to bigger and better things. We all go through cycles. And, when you talk to most people, they maybe have one or two good friends that have been with them through thick and thin. But for the most part, our acquaintances, they come and go. They come and go. So that's very plain. I don't know how much more I have to elaborate on that. Yeah, and all different kinds. People are closer to you, further from you. I think, and I think it's gonna be more than one. That's why I think it's a group of people. Like I said, colleagues. Maybe you're moving on to a new job. Like I said, your where you are in your life is changing, so therefore your friends are changing. But again, it's going to be easy and gentle. It's nothing abrupt. It's nothing door slamming, unfriending, that kind of thing. It'll just be, haven't heard from them in a while. Are your calendars just so full? And I see them. They're the ones sitting there watching you go away. I don't really feel like they're the ones who are moving away from you. I feel they're watching you move on. Move on. I don't like these birds aren't active at all. They're sitting here watching you. They're not the ones who are flying away. And I think that's what's going to make it easy, is that it's your choice and your situation and your circumstances that you can easily just walk away without the drama. So that's good. So let's see what energy that you need to, what energy do you need to focus on going into winter? So we're actually asking what the energies of this autumn are that you need to focus on. So one is changing your acquaintances, friends, colleagues, and let's see what you need to focus on. Oh, cards are ready. The Oracle's gift. And look at this, even looks like winter, doesn't it? Because after autumn, we have the first day of winter. Very, wow, Leo. Lucky Leo. You definitely have some kind of magical touch here. The Oracle's gift. I think, you know, you might be manifesting that these people now are gone out of your life. This is manifestation. This is by the time winter shows up, you're going to be manifesting a lot of things. I would say you manifesting love, manifesting money, anything you want, really. Anything you want. And what you manifest is going to warm up your winter. Warm up your winter. I'm just trying to, this is just looks so magical. The Oracle's gift. I'm going to ask for a clarifier on that. Can we get a clarifier on what is the Oracle's gift? Like, this is going to be, I think this is going to be an autumn to remember. You might be leaving these people behind because maybe you finally get the job of your dreams. Maybe you get the love of your dreams. You go on to get married. You move, whatever you want. Like, wishes are at hand, Leo. Wishes are at hand. Let's see, clarify the Oracle's gift, please. It is what it is. It's whatever you want it to be. Whatever, make a wish. Look at all the stars you've got. Wish upon your lucky star. It is what it is. It's whatever you wish. Your stars are going to get you to your goal. And again, we have more white trees, winter. Yeah, I think you're going to see wishes and dreams come true. Drink from the cup of plenty. Whether you want love, money, fame, fortune, Leo, this will be an autumn that will go down in the history books for you. We have a couple of numbers here for you. 25, so the 25th of the month might be very important. 25 might be your age, could be how many years you were married. It could be in a phone number, in an address, and we have a 37, which is also the same thing. And then the clarifier, which is the 6, so it could be the month of June could mean something to you. The 6th sign, which is Virgo, which is summertime, could mean something to you. Also could be the 6th of a month, could be 6 weeks, 6 months. Only you know what that means for sure. I don't know how much more to declare. Just make a wish come true. But these friends, acquaintances, colleagues are going to be watching you, and that's why you're leaving them. That's why you're leaving them behind. They're not going to fit into your new life. And that's why it's going to be so easy what you're walking into. It won't be sad at all. And it's not saying anything bad about these people. It's just they won't fit into your new life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing, no judgment whatsoever. That's just what happens in life. You get a new job, you meet new friends. You get married, you start hanging out with more married people than single people. You become suddenly single, you start hanging out with more single friends than coupled friends. That's just life. That's just life. Everybody moves on. Let's see what roadmap we have here to get you to your wish, though. I'm more enthralled with your wish. It's almost like this is your adoring audience watching life fall into your lap, Leo. Let's see what can we do here. Leo August roadmap, please. Leo August, boy, the cards are jumpy. They are so excited to show you, Leo. Into the unknown. Taking a big leap. Intention. Cracking that egg open. And home. Wow, Leo. So this is about Libra season, and this is interesting because it's 7, and Libra is the 7th sign. And this is into the unknown. I think you're going to be taking a big risk. I think you're going to be taking some kind of risk, and I believe it's going to pay off big time. Big time. So this could be a risk with a person, place, or thing. You've never done this before, and you are setting off with an intention. Look at you sitting on that egg. You're going to, and look at the dandelion. That's make a wish. You blow on the dandelion and your wishes go out into the universe. Look at all the wishes you've got. I don't know how clear can you see that? And your intention. So your intention with this risk, what is your intention? Is this going to a new company? Is this so that you get promoted? Going to a new relationship? Is your intention to be with this person forevermore? Doing that investment, your nest egg. What's your intention? Well, your intention is for it to grow. I mean, look how big that egg is. Way bigger than the owl. So I would say, like, dream big, go for it. Go for it. Just go for it. Look at all the wishes. If this one doesn't work, you've got other wishes. Because home. So by the time Sagittarius season rolls around, you're going to be much more settled. You're going to be much, much more settled. Look at, and we even have the owl here and the owl here. This is your dream coming true. Maybe your dream is to have a new home. Maybe that's why you're leaving people behind, because you're moving out of the area that you live in right now. Maybe you have to move because you finally get that new job. We have a 2-7 year, 27. So 27th of the month, you might be 27 years old. And this could be something you started 27 weeks ago, or it might come true in 27 weeks. Again, September, October, November 27th will be very important days. I just can't reiterate enough for you to take a chance with what your intention is. Remember your intention. Because your wish is going to come true. And you're going to finally feel settled and happy. Like what home? The home card is where you can be yourself, where you are comfortable. Yeah, I love the way that I don't know if you can see the little owl. That's the same owl there. So if you feel like you don't have a home, I would wish for a home. You never know. Let it go, you never know. You're going to feel better at home. Also, I'm getting, here's all the birds waiting outside for you to come out and play. And you're like, no, I'm not. I'm home. I'm home. So whether home is the job that you've always wanted, that you've wished for, that now comes true, whether home is actually a home, whether just you're living your passion so you feel more settled and safe and secure. So maybe, what you wish for is plain old money. And money brings you safety and security. It's whatever you want it to be. I'm trying to see what else I can see in this card. There's so many little details. That's what I love about these cards. Every time you look at them, you see something different. I see a letter K here. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Letter K. And then we have a clock, and it's looking like it is 20 to 10. So that would be 10:40. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. But yeah, by the time winter comes, you're going to be hunkered down and happy to be settled. Just go for it. Absolutely go for it. There's almost similar colors in these cards, in her dress and on the posts that the birds are. You almost see like they're walking away. See, there's birds here walking away from a situation, taking a chance, taking a risk. And with the right intentions, it will come true and you will be very, very settled. I would get working on some proper law of attraction I'd be getting your intentions loud and clear and just making a wish. And remember, if this one doesn't come true, look at all those dandelions to make those wishes come true. Get out, but you have to take the risk. You can't just sit and wait for it to happen. You actually have to go and you have to take some risks. Take some risks, apply for that job. Learn how to do, take that course, how to do law of attraction. Excellent, Leo. I'm very, very excited for you. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Well, hello, my Virgo friends. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to be doing an autumn energy reading for you. I'm going to find out what you need to leave behind in the summer and what you need to focus on to prepare for the winter upcoming. So this reading is from September 23rd to December 21st. First thing we're going to do is we're going to ask the energy cards, what do you need to leave behind this summer? What do you need to leave behind for this autumn? And remember, this doesn't have to be done the first week of autumn. This can be done anytime during autumn. And after you figure out what you need to leave behind and what you need to focus on to prepare for winter, we're going to do a roadmap. We'll pull one card for each of the Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius seasons. So for Virgo, for our Virgo friends, what do they need to leave behind this autumn season? What do they need to leave behind for autumn? What do they need to leave behind? What's the energies they need to leave behind? Cards are ready. Body and soul. Wow. Interesting. Another sign, I can't remember which, was too much into mind and body and was neglecting their soul. Now, you've done a lot of body and soul searching, and you haven't been paying attention much to the mind. If you look at this card here, that's the crown chakra. And it looks like you've done a lot of body work. Of course, in the summer, we're out, we're walking, we're out with, even just sitting outside a lot. I mean, if you think about that, could even be the sun, out being in the sun a lot. And it's good for the soul. And you've just had a birthday. And so you may have done some soul searching then, or your solar return is also right now. And the soul is solar. The soul is solar. I know that's hard for some people to understand, but even the dragonfly is lit up like the sun. And the body, the leaves, of course, is the earth. And of course, you're an earth sign. And your soul is also the heart. Here we have the heart and the solar plexus. So we've done a lot of body and soul. We haven't really played with the mind a lot. If you look, and Virgos are the analytical, the mercurial sign. And if you look under the crown, it's empty. There's no energy there. So what you need to leave behind is the emphasis on the body and the soul that you've been working on, which is your heart chakra, your solar plexus, and work more now on your mind. We need to balance all three, body, mind, and soul. And when one is out of balance, when one is more emphasized than the others, and you become unbalanced, it unbalances your whole life. It's like a ripple effect. So for you, Virgo, and I know Virgos, even though Mercury is their ruling planet, which is the mind planet, they are an earth sign, and they love their creature comforts. And, it feels so good to have on comfortable clothes and, relax on the couch and, mindlessly watch Netflix or, scroll on the iPad. And this is telling you it's time kind of to leave that behind and rebalance. We've got to throw some mind in there. This will be a great time. And you think September is the great back to school month. It's the month that you need to get back into thinking again and learning and memorizing. And that's, of course, all mind. And so this is telling you, Virgo, you're the last sign of the season of summer. And so now it's time to shift from body and soul, which is solar, to mind. And let's get some thinking caps on, maybe take a course. Let's get your mind active again. And because you are the analytical sign and you actually love puzzles and thinking and in some respect, like mysteries, you love figuring things out. It's time to get back into learning something. Maybe put down your fiction books and pick up a nonfiction book and learn something about yourself. Learn something, a self-improvement course, a e-commerce course. Learn something about business, about the stock market, anything like that helps grow your mind. It's time to engage your mind a little bit. Summer patio season, beach season is over, and you need to activate that Mercury part of yourself. All right, so there's Mercury begging for attention. Also, body and soul, if we look, this one leaf is a heart leaf. Especially if you were really into romance this summer, you had a great romantic summer. Perhaps some of you got married, which is body and soul, your heart and your body, all that marriage sex. And, really haven't been thinking a lot. Now it's time to let that part go and balance it out. Not saying completely let it go, because again, like I said, you've got to balance it out. So we've got our body, we've got our soul, solar, our heart, and here's our mind, and see how it's empty. So you need to fill that up. So you have 3 equal pieces. All right, so let's see, what do you need to focus on this autumn before winter shows up? So we know what we need to let go of. We need to let go of woohoo summer and get buckled down into the school year. Whether you're actually in school or not, it still is, the ethos of it is the school year. So it's back to the drudgery of life. I'm kidding. It's not the drudgery. It's the adulting, the balancing the budget and looking at investments and learning things. And everybody's back at work from their summer holidays and, working on projects. So anyways, let's see what you need to focus on this autumn. What do Virgos need to focus on this autumn before winter shows up for our Virgos? Ooh, roots of abundance. What was I just saying about budget? Another sign got this to let go. So this tells me they have a lot of entanglements. This roots of abundance, what you need to focus on is, what did I just say about working on your budget, sorting things out, getting ready for winter, untangling some things. You've got to work on that. You got to focus on that. You got to focus on how much you have. Again, a tree is very earthy as well, because it relies on the earth for its roots. So the roots of abundance is things that are meant to grow. That's what I want to get to. It's interesting that I talked about investments that you need to focus on to get your mind on or learn about investments. These are things that are going to grow for a very long time. Things that will protect you in the future. Trees protect us from weather. They feed us fruit. We can chop down some of the tree and burn it as firewood. So what you need to focus on are things that are going to last a very long time. Trees are unmovable and last for decades, if not centuries. So things that last a very long time, roots of abundance. I think this autumn, Virgo, you need to look at your analytically, look at investments. And that's investments in you, in your education, in actual money investments. Your home could be an investment. Your relationships could be an investment. You need to use your mind and think things very clearly and analytically where you've put your investments and where you want your investments to grow for a very long time. Now we have some numbers here. We have a 5, so that could be the 5th of the month in 5 weeks and 5 months. Could be, and then we have a 2, so again, the same thing. Only you know what that means to you. All right? So that's what you need to focus on. Where are you putting your investments? And I would say especially your home. If you're thinking of upgrading, downgrading, this would be a great time to do that. And it'll turn out to be a long investment. And this would be a great time for me to point you down to my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. But I'm just telling you what the cards are showing me. And like I said, roots, where you put your roots down, and we have a key there. So this might be the season for you to purchase a home, upgrade your home. It's somewhere that you will be moving to for a very long time. But you have to use your mind for that. Your intuition, your mind, you're analyzing. Also Mercury is commerce, buying and selling. You got to pull those skills out. Summer party time is over. And it's time to get down to business and settle yourself in for a long winter's night. And that's by making sure things that you are vested in are in it for the long haul. So any kind of investment that you would have that is short term, I could see you kind of wrapping up this year. Or this autumn, and just keeping things that are long-term investments. Again, my disclaimer down below. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. So let's get a roadmap here for Virgo. Roadmap here. Oh, home. What did I tell you, Virgo? This is going to be an autumn. Maybe you're going to maybe you don't have the money, but maybe you can upgrade your home. Maybe you can make your home feel a little better. Maybe you can start looking for a home, especially if it's the 27th of the month. That's going to be a great day for you, 27th of September, October, November, to look for a home. I'm really getting strong home vibes here, somewhere where you can drop your roots for a very long time. And because I say that you need to focus more on your mind, your Mercury, that's your commerce planet of buying and selling. So I would definitely look into that. And again, if you can't, you're like, I can't afford to buy a house, or that's so far out. Start looking, start making a vision board of where you want to live. Start looking, start putting out to the universe that you want somewhere to put your roots down. And maybe it's just something as simple as fixing the home that you live in. But there's something definitely here for your home that you need to settle before winter shows up. Let's see, let's finish what our roadmap is here. The Golden Palace. Your dream home is on the way. I don't care what you say. Your dream home is on the way. This is all your dreams of, look at, and we even have more roots in here. This is somewhere, this is your palace. I would definitely get into some good law of attraction. There's lots of free ones on YouTube. You don't need to buy a course or anything, but I would specifically look for manifesting your dream home. And, there's constantly lotteries to win homes. There's all kinds of ways and means of getting homes. You don't always have to buy a home. Maybe you meet somebody who already has a beautiful home and you get married and now you get to live into it. So don't just say, I don't have the money, so how am I ever going to have a home? Use the law of attraction and see what the universe brings you. But you definitely, your dream home is on the way. I mean, I can't believe how loud and clear this is. Look at the roots. We got 2 roots here. And so roots are a long, long time. And I just got this. This is a tree house. And we have the tree here. And then your dream house. So it's very clear. You've got to fill up your mind, your thoughts. And you're like, you know what? This doesn't resonate with me at all. You know what? Maybe it's time that your dream home does enter your realms. Maybe the universe is nudging you towards, you should start thinking about this because I have some really great plans for you. Let's see, what do we have here? Sad embrace. So this is the last card here. Interesting. We got green, green, blue. All 3 of these cards are all the colors in here. And this is more of your winter. I think if you don't do this, this card is actually 2 ways. Either you're going to be sad because you don't have what you want, and that's all you can think about, so you keep getting more of what you don't want, or you just can't see how to do it, so you don't do it. I think, Virgo, you're coming into some kind of magical time where your dream house is going to wants to manifest for you. And if you don't hear them knocking at the door, I think you're going to miss this time and you're going to feel kind of sad about it. You're going to be like, oh, why didn't I date that guy? Look at his beautiful house. Or why did I break up with that boyfriend? Look at the beautiful house that he just bought. Oh, why didn't I buy a ticket for that house lottery? I think you're going to have a lot of regrets here because you can only see one way of how to get a house rather than using your thoughts and mind power and mental power with balancing that out. I think if you don't balance that out, you continue to live for body and heart and don't think things through, I think you're going to be sad by the time winter comes. This is a very cold card. So by the time winter shows up, by the time our Sagittarius time shows up, by the time winter shows up on December 22nd, I think if you don't engage in some of this, I think it'll be very cold and lonely winter for you. And you won't like where you're living, and you won't like a lot of things about life. You'll be wondering about all the opportunities that you missed. Interesting that you've got these such strong, go put your roots down. And again, you know what? It doesn't have to be purchase. It could be rent. A lot of people rent their whole lives for various reasons, but it's their dream house. And your dream house doesn't have to be a palace. Maybe it's a tiny house. Maybe it's a tiny house in the woods. Maybe it's no bigger than a tree house. But I feel like the cards are telling you that an opportunity is going to show up. And if you don't take it, if you don't take what the universe is trying to show you, I think you're going to have a lot of regrets about it for a very long time. For at least 45 weeks. Which is almost a year. Until this time next year. So we have more numbers, 27. So again, like I said, the 27th and 23rd are magical numbers for you. So actually the first day of autumn, September 23rd, October 23rd, November 23rd are actually magical days for you. to be working on this. And whether it is renovating where you live, you know what, even an action of doing some law of attraction, of going on the real estate webpage and looking at houses and starting to put together a vision board of what your dream house. And like I said, it could be a tiny house, it could be a mobile home, it could be a massive house, it could be a regular house, it could be the house you grew up in. It's wherever you want to put your roots down. I have a feeling you're going to miss, and this is golden. I was about to say a golden opportunity. A golden opportunity, and I think you're going to regret it for a very long time. A very long time. So there you go. Activate your mind power, Virgo. Your analytical skills, your thoughts. And also home is earth. And earth is, you are an earth sign. So I think that is, it's very meaningful for you. You can put the two together, your mind power with your earth sign, and there you have your palace with your roots. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your house hunting. Take good care. Bye for now. Well, hello, my Libra friends. I hope you're doing well. Happy Libra season. Happy birthday if you're watching this during the Libra season. And this is your autumn reading. This is for Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. We're going to look at the energies of autumn for you. So first thing we're going to look at is, what do you need to leave behind? Because autumn is all about the leaves, and the leaves beautifully and gently leave. So we're going to ask, what energy do you need to beautifully and gently leave behind for this autumn season? And then we're also going to ask, what energy do you need to focus on before you go into winter season? So we're going to look at two different energies, and then we're going to look at the roadmap of how you combine those by drawing cards for each of the Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius seasons. So without further ado, let's get started. For Libra, what energies do they need to leave behind? All right. Waking the lion. Okay. So this is what you have to leave behind, Libra. This might seem like a mixed message, like, don't I have to roar? And, well, no, you don't. So if you have been, this also tells me leave what happened during Leo season behind. So if something happened that was detrimental, let's say you applied for a job, you didn't get it, you and your spouse were arguing about something, your health, whatever it was during Leo season, which is July 23rd to August 22nd, something happened there. You need to leave that behind. Quit banging that drum, I want to say. So if something happened there, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. If you got passed over for a job promotion, let it go. If your spouse did something that ticked you off, let it go. It's not worth carrying that energy into the future. Also, if you've been on I don't want to say rampage, because I don't think Leos have actually been on don't go on rampages, but if you have been loud about something, loud about getting your way, if you've been, your ego has been in the way, it's time to let it go. Just let it go. I know you're probably right. I know you're probably in the right. You probably did the right thing. I know, I get it. But the card is telling me that you need to let it go. Sometimes you just need to realize that you're never going to get the apology that is needed. You're never going to get the explanation that you want. And sometimes your ego is running the show, and it doesn't always mean your ego is right. And so it's really time for you to let that go. you know, it's, you know, one of the things that the lion has is pride. And sometimes pride, it can be detrimental if it's used in the wrong way. Yes, we're all allowed to be proud of our accomplishments, but if you use that to control other people, it's not using it in the right way. Also, pride can be egotistical in some respects, that you feel like you're better or smarter than somebody else. It's just time to let it go, because we ask the cards, what energy do you need to let go? So it's something that either happened during the Leo season, or it's something to do with your ego being bruised, or you feel like you're right and you just can't let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. You know, if there's a big family argument, again, because a lion lives in a pride of family, if there's a big family argument, just let it go. Just, it's not worth it. That's what the cards are. We ask what energy you have to let go of, and that's the energy. And just come to terms that you'll never get the apology that you need or asking for or expecting. And that's just life sometimes. I mean, what if somebody did something wrong and then they passed away? They can't apologize to you anyways. You're never going to get the apology. You're never going to get the explanation of why somebody acted the way they did. Sometimes you just have to let it go and go in peace. And I think that's what the card is telling you, that you need to let go of. And it's also telling me, with all these magical stars around here, and waking the lion, is it'll be easier than you think. I think it'll almost feel magical how you'll be able to let it go. I want you to really look at the leaves on the tree, how they turn such a beautiful color before they let go. And this is almost autumn colors, isn't it? The oranges and reds and yellows and golds and browns. Just, you know, they just turn this beautiful color, and then they gently leave the tree without argument, without stress. And I think that's what this card is telling you, just to let it go, be like the leaves of a tree, and just gently let go of whatever you're expecting, whether it's an apology, an explanation. It's not going to happen. So you take the high road. Beautiful card for autumn for you, Libra. Beautiful card. Makes for a happier birthday too, doesn't it? Let's see what energies do you need to focus on before winter. What energies what do you need to focus on before winter comes? For winter. What energies do you need to focus on before winter comes for winter? Let's see. Cards are ready. Oh, a grand symphony. Look at that, how much lighter. Look at the difference in colors. We go from autumn, and this almost is winter with the white. And another sign got this card too. If they follow what they need to let go of, life becomes so much prettier, clearer, lighter, nicer, harmonious. This is music, right? A grand symphony. So it's harmony. Wow, I can't believe I'm tripping over that word. When I trip over a word, it means you really need to pay attention to it, because I have to repeat it a couple of times. Harmony. Harmonious. Life becomes lighter. Music. Music to your ears. Just let it go. Let it go. So that's the energy that you need to work on before winter. This also declutters your life. Clears it up. Just keep beautiful things, beautiful people around you. Focus on that. Look at that. Hummingbird's focused on these flowers, not anything that's around it. So focus on what's beautiful in your life rather than what you've had to let go. What the expectations that didn't turn out. The people who broke promises. Let them go. Let him go. Just gently, naturally. Don't, if you look at the lion, he's silent. He's not roaring. And because this is the outcome. A life full of beauty and harmony, lightness. That's what you want to go into winter. You don't want to go in with heavy burdens. I'm taking a deep breath for you. I feel like I need a deep breath as well. And I think that that energy will carry you right through till spring. Right through till spring. Absolutely. We've got some beautiful spring flowers here. So I'll carry you right through the winter, right through to spring. A lightness, and keep beauty around you. And only focus on the beautiful things in your life. Not the things that don't turn out right for you. So we've got a couple of numbers here. We have 19 and we have 27. So the 19th of a month, somebody who's 19 years old. And because we're talking about Leo season, that could have been something that happened on August 19th. And here we have a 27. So that could be the 27th of a month. Could be your age, could be a birth date, could be an address, a phone number. Only you know what that means to you. Also, September 27th, October 27th, November 27th will be very important days for you this autumn. All right, so let's get your roadmap. How do you go from gently letting all the leaves go with grace and beauty and silence to being a lot lighter? Remember, you got 3 months to do it. You don't have to do it the first week of autumn. I mean, it's your birthday, so go have fun. Go do what you want. And, you know, it's something that you have to work on. You have 3 months to work on it. You know, so do it gently, in silence, and easily, without effort. All right, roadmap for Libra, please. Compass. You might be going on a trip right away, Libra. In your birthday month, you might be going on a trip for your birthday. If you aren't, I would look at going somewhere, even if it's just for a weekend away to the lake. Might be going to a beach holiday. I think it'll help you let go of some things this trip, wherever you go, de-stressing, give you some direction when you come back. So let's see for Scorpio, look at this. You guys, you can't make that up. The lion and the lion. So you're going to go on a trip sometime during Libra season. So the first season of autumn. If you don't have anything planned, try and plan something. Like I said, even a weekend trip to a local lake. Doesn't have to be far, doesn't have to be fancy, but the cards are definitely saying try and get on a trip at least before the 50th week of the year, which is the end of the autumn season. So it does, if it's not during your birthday season, then sometime during the autumn season would be fantastic for you to go on a trip somewhere, especially if it is somewhere near water. Because look at Scorpio season. You're going to freeze out that lion. You're going to freeze out, deep freeze. You might end up just ghosting them. You might end up, I think by the end of Scorpio season, which is November 21st, I believe, 20th, 21st, I think you'll be done with this. I honestly do. I think that will be a part of your life that is frozen and put away. This is also can be, especially if it's November and it's already snow on the ground. I think, isn't that interesting? You've got the lion and the lion. You're putting the whatever happened during Leo season to bed. You're done. You can do it that fast. You can do it that fast, Libra. And then here we have the 26th. So that would be September, October, November 26th. Will be important days for you. I'm just trying to look. Yeah. And again, the lion is silent. And look, it's turned from beautiful autumn colors to winter colors. I think you're going to do it, Libra. You're going to get it done this year. And then let's see what the next one is. Listening. Ha! More music. Now, these are two different decks from two different energies. And look, there's music and music. Listening, grand symphony. You've addressed the elephant in the room. Whatever that is. You've addressed the elephant in the room. Listening. And that you can hear, now you can hear the melody. Now you can hear the harmony. We have a 53, so this is definitely going to happen. The end of autumn is, I believe it's the 51st week, or I think it's the 51st or 50th week. So as winter comes in, look at, we've got green here and we've got green here. It's going to feel so refreshing for you. I think part of what you are, I think this lion is going to be silenced, and that's what you hear. You hear nothing from the roar of the lion anymore. This upsetment that you've had has been put to bed, has been put to rest. Interesting, we have a couple of, we have African animals here. I wonder if you're going on a safari soon. Oh, Libra, this is absolutely fascinating, actually, how these cards showed you. You can do it. You can do it. I think this trip is going to be very important for you somehow. Maybe you need to travel to discuss things with family. Maybe you need to travel back to a job to clear it up. Somehow the travel, maybe you just travel, you just need a break to get away. So when you come back, you can face this a lot easier. But you're definitely putting this lion, this roaring that's been going on in your life, you're putting it to sleep. You're definitely putting to sleep. Interesting, this is waking the lion, and this is putting the lion to sleep. And then the music, listening. And then the green shows up. These are the only cards that have green are at the end. I think this peace and harmony and this beautiful things that you're going to focus on. I mean, it's tough to miss the elephant in the room. It's going to last right through till spring for you, Libra. Right through till spring. You're going to, I think you'll actually see a before and after this autumn. I think you will. Well, thank you very much for watching. Good luck with that. And take good care. Bye for now. Well, hello, my Scorpio friends. I hope you're doing well. This reading is your autumn energy reading. I'm going to start off with doing a energy that you need to leave. And then we're going to ask the cards, what energy do you need to focus on before winter, for the winter? And of course, autumn is Scorpio season. So in advance, happy birthday to Scorpios. This is your autumn season, and I'm going to try and get a small birthday reading out of it as well for you. So let's get started with what energies do Scorpios need to leave behind this autumn season. What energy do Scorpios need to leave behind this autumn season? Cards are ready. Great big love. Wow. Why would you want to leave that behind? a magical love? Was this a summer fling? What energies do you need to leave behind in great big love? Do you overlove somebody? Are you love bombing them? Maybe you need to see reality with that. Let me see what else I can see in this. Did you fall head over heels for somebody and they aren't reciprocating? Or maybe they don't know. Maybe it's a secret love. But whatever it is, you need to leave it behind. And I would say come down to a more realistic love. Because there are different loves. There's the head over heels love where you're blinded. You don't see the red flags. It's hot and heavy. And then it goes all the way down to I love ice cream. And there's multiple hundreds of thousands, if not millions of different ways to love because everybody loves differently. And you don't think that. You think everybody loves the way you do, and that's not true. Everybody loves differently. Everybody loves their spouse differently than you might love your spouse differently than they love you. You know, you might love your dog differently than people love their dog. Everybody loves different. There's so many different values to love. Like I said, there's the blinded by love that you don't see. Like you often wonder when somebody falls in love with everybody else can see they aren't right for that person. And it ends up being a train wreck with spousal abuse and domestic violence. And everybody said, told you so. Why didn't that person see it? It's because they were blinded by love. And they didn't, you can't see the red flags when you're blinded by love. Look at how many people are taken in by online dating. They borrow the person money. What was that show on Netflix? That guy, the Tinder swindler, they called him, for $250,000 she gave him. And it wasn't just her, it was many different other women gave him millions, they figure. How does that happen? It's because you're blinded by love. You don't see the red flags. You can't see them. It's like you can't see the pattern when your face is close to the carpet. You have to stand back to see the pattern. So I think what this card is saying is that you have to step back from this love and look at it realistically. This is possibly somebody who you have madly fallen in love with over this past little while. And maybe they treat you like crap, but you have hope against all hopes that one day they're going to see how fabulous you are. Maybe you've fallen in love with somebody and they refuse to work and you're paying all the bills. And you just, you need to step back and wonder, are they with you do they love you as much, or are they enjoying the free ride? So I think that's what this big love, I think, if you look, you're just blinded. This heart is everything. And look at how dark it is around it. And it just feels all this magical love. But if you look carefully, there's a crack. There's a crack. There's a couple of cracks. And there's something hidden in there. Hidden love. But right now it seems like, this is the love of ages. No one's ever loved as much as we have. And there's something going on here, Scorpio, that you need to be aware of. And I'm not saying that you need to break up with them. You need to step back from being head over heels in love with this person and see it for what it really is. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to let go of. there are cracks in the armor, and you need to look at those a little bit carefully. Do they drink too much for your liking? Have you noticed that they go out more and more with their friends? They're not pulling their weight in the financial part of things, that you seem to be paying for everything. Because one thing Scorpios can be guilty of is hanging on and refusing to let go until the bitter, I mean, it has to be something really terrible for them to let go. They want to fix things. They want, once they have you, they just want to draw you in further and further. And if you start disconnecting from that, Scorpios will then level up rather than let somebody walk away. If anything, Scorpios want to be the ones who walk away. But Scorpio, you definitely need to take a look at this love, a second chance with clear eyes. I almost want to say that you've started with rose-colored glasses, and I think you need to take those off and see what's really happening in this relationship. All right. Actually, the first sign that got a message about love directly. Other messages, yes, there were some messages about love, but not as direct as this one, Scorpio. So this is definitely about your relationship this autumn. And are you being blindsided by love? Are you being blindsided by love? So let's see. Let's ask, what energies do Scorpios... And again, I'm not saying you need to break up with this person. You just need to see the reality of it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Getting over that initial burst of love, which everybody should experience at least once in their life, falling head over heels in love. But enough of that, then you need to look at the situation realistically. All right. Let's see. What energy do Scorpios need to focus on before winter comes? What energy do Scorpios need to focus on before winter comes? Cards are ready. Opening to discovery. There's a key. Opening to discovery. Look at this, dark. They're both night. And the stars. What did I just tell you? That's what you've got to work on. Opening to discovery. Scorpios are amazing detectives. Amazing detectives. When they want to get to the bottom of something, they can do it. But they have to want to do it. And once they want to do it, you cannot hide. They will find everything about you. They'll know what you wore in grade 2 to school on picture day. They'll find that picture. You need to be open to what you're going to discover about this love. You can't have any cognitive bias going in. You need to unlock all doors. And it's going to be easy. We've got some magical stars here around. It's going to be easy and gentle. Doesn't mean you're going to find anything terrible or bad. It's just being open to discovery of what you're going to discover. And then you can make a decision. Right? So maybe you do discover that there's some things that are untoward about this person. Now you have to make a decision if it's worth staying for, or moving on. I think this is turning out to be, even though it's your birthday season, I think it's going to be kind of a heavy season for you, Scorpio. I've got some stars here on the ground. I don't think you're going to be exactly happy with everything that you find out. I think you might, it's going to be heavy on you. It's going to be heavy on you. And then that's because you're coming down from this big love. and finding out the realities of it. For example, maybe you find out you've been dating this person, you know, you're going on 6-7 months, you're dating them, you can see a future with them, then you discover they're like 50 grand in debt, or they've got a gambling habit, or maybe you're starting to see that they're drinking too much, or something like that. And now you have to decide. It's going to be a heavy on your mind decision. And this could even be maybe a spouse already. You know, something that you discover. But you know, with the stars here, I'm honestly, and the green and the growth. For example, if it's a long-term spouse, it might lead to a new sprouting, new growth in your relationship. But it's not going to be easy. But that doesn't mean it's the end. It just means it might even be a new beginning. Maybe you both have to stop drinking, for example. Maybe, you know, maybe it opens the doors to further communication, that you now can have a fresh start, because we've got the green, the fresh sprouts here. You know, so I think it's going to be heavy. I've almost got a headache for you, Scorpio. But I think in the long run, it's going to be a new beginning somehow. Either it's going to transform your relationship into something better, into a fresh start, or you are going to carry on to a fresh start. This is definitely about your relationship. So honestly, the only sign so far that is about the relationship. So let's ask, what's a roadmap? What's the easiest way for Scorpio to deal with this, please? Cards are ready. Wide open. You've got to open up your eyes. You definitely have to rise above and have a really good look. Put light on the situation. If you look how dark these cards are, and then put light on the situation. Ride the wave. So yeah, ride the wave. Together. Together. The ups and downs. Together. Metamorphosis. What did I tell you? It's going to change. It's going to change. It's going to lighten things up. Oh, okay. So we've got some numbers here I forgot to mention. So 26. So 26 might mean something to you. 26 of the month. Also September, October, November 26th might be important dates for you. Could be that number could be in a phone number, could be in an address. Only you know what it means. Same thing with the number 34. Could be a phone number, in an address, could be an age. Only you know what that means. So they're telling you, first off, in Libra season, you honestly need to open up your eyes. You honestly do. You need to shine light on the situation. You need to rise above where you are. Look at it from the top down. Look at it as if you're an airplane flying over and you can see it more clearly. It's called the 40,000 foot view. See the big picture. See the big picture. Open, wide open. Open. Look at this from many different points of view. But I would say mostly shine a light on the situation. We also have a number 42. That might mean something that could be an age. That also could be the week. 42, the 42nd week of the year, which is during autumn season. Then we have for your birthday season, Scorpio season, we have 14, ride the wave. So this is ride it together, up and down. Look at the 2. Ride the wave. Take the highs and the lows. Also 14. 14 might mean something to you. Could be 14th of October, November, December. The 14 could be 14 weeks. This might take 14 weeks to clear up. Could take 14 days, something with the 14. Also, this would be during your birthday month, a really good time to go take a beach holiday and go play in the waves. And, or just make sure that you have a lot of water time, bath time. Go sit by a lake if they aren't frozen yet. But definitely ride the waves with each other. And if you look, they're, you know, one's protecting the other. You know, again, I don't know if the cards are quite saying, the cards aren't saying you don't necessarily have to break things off. It's just you have to look at the situation for what it is. And then once we get to Sagittarius season, things are really going to lighten up. And again, we have 2 and 2. This doesn't show a breakup at all. It just shows things are going to change, just as this card did. Green sprouts, things are going to change. And it's, yes, we've got some dark clouds. I said it's going to be heavy, but it also is going to lighten up a lot. We have a butterfly here, that the metamorphosis, that it lightens up, and that you can both move on from this point. I believe you will choose to do it together because we have a lot of 2 cards here. And also, like I said, we have the stars around this. So it's going to feel, even though it's heavy, it's going to feel good once it's done. It's going to feel good once it's done. And it's going to be easier than you think. It actually is. It's going to be easier than you think. But Scorpio, you honestly need to open up your eyes. Also, we have the 25th. So that could be, you could be 25 years old, September, October, November 25th. And also, this could be something by Christmas time. By December 25th, this is all worked out and everybody's kissy-kissy again. And your relationship has passed the storm and you both have changed. And things are only going to get better from here. All right. Wow. Heavy, heavy. Honestly, Scorpio, you have the heaviest reading so far. But it looks like everything's going to be okay. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I was going to do a birthday card, wasn't I? Let me pull a birthday card for you. Birthday card for Scorpio. What card do we have for Scorpio? What card do we have for Scorpio? Birthday cards for Scorpio. Courage. Courage. Just have courage to look. All right. Happy autumn. Happy birthday. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now. Well, hello, Sagittarius. Hope you are well. Welcome to your autumn reading. Also, you're the last zodiac season of autumn, so there will be a little bit of a birthday message in here for you. First, we're going to start with the energies of autumn, and autumn being that things leave gently and with grace and prepare for the winter. So the first energy we're going to ask is, what do you need to leave? What do you need to leave behind? What do Sagittarians need to leave behind this autumn? What do Sagittarians need to leave behind this autumn? Cards are ready. The Oracle's Gift. Now I have to get a clarifier on this one. Let me get a clarifier. Clarifier, please, on the Oracle's Gift. Because this card is actually could be anything, and it depends on what card comes after it. So I've got to get a clarifier on this. What do Sagittarians need to leave behind? What I am going to tell you is going to be very easy to leave this behind. When the Oracle's Gift comes, it just kind of disappears on its own. So it'll be easy. Body and soul. Okay, you got the same as there was another. Okay, so what this is telling me is that you've had a great summer focusing on the body. So you might have had a very active summer. I know Sagittarians love their active sports. They love to be active. Standing still is like a death sentence for them. So you've had a great active summer. And then soul, this is your heart. This is your heart chakra. And so your heart's been full. Your heart's been full, your body's been full. But what you haven't paid attention to is your mind. If you look at your crown chakra there, it is empty. I'm not saying you're empty-headed at all. You're one of the most intelligent signs in the zodiac, if not the most intelligent sign. What I'm saying is you haven't paid attention to your mind. You haven't given your mind any kind of growth. And you are the philosopher. You are the sign of universities. And when you don't do that, when you only focus on your body and soul and not your mind, you become very imbalanced. If any sign needs all three, it's you, Sagittarius. And usually the one that is missing is the heart chakra. And this time it's the mind chakra, which is, you know what, let's face it, after summer, summer is fun. It is being outside, it's camping, it's out in the mountains, it's hiking, it's getting together with friends on a patio bar. It's like, that's why there's no school in the summer. Nobody wants to study in the summer. I mean, and even if you are reading, you aren't reading the technical books, you're reading, pulp fiction books. It's just a really light, fun time. And now it's time to let that go and focus on your mind, which is natural in September. That's our back to school month. Okay, everybody, summer's over. Let's buckle down. It's back to basics here. And now we're starting in Libra, and September 23rd to December 21st. And it's time for you to buckle down and look at how big the body and the soul is. And it's time to balance that out and make room for some mental stimulation. You love your philosophy and learning. This might be a great time for you to take a course, for example, any kind of course, anything that expands your mind and reduces, I want to say like this. Change your focus from the bottom of your body to the top of your body, because you really just need to balance this out. And what's nice with the Oracle's gift here is it's going to be really easy for you, Sagittarius. And like I said, you are like, if not the most intelligent sign, one of the most intelligent signs of the zodiac. This is going to be very easy for you. Taking an online course, you know what though, you love actually sitting in class. Out of all the different signs, I think out of everybody, you miss being in class the most. Not a long class, 45 minutes, and then you got to go. But you enjoy that learning exchange. You might even enjoy teaching something that you've learned. You might be at that point in your life that it's now ready for you to pass on what you've learned. But that's going to be very easy for you to let go of the body part and focus more on the mind, to buckle down now. This is a great time. This part of the season is, it's not quite winter, so there's not quite winter sports ready to go, and the summer sports are winding up. It's kind of a dead zone for sports. And so this might be a great time. Go take a course, but leave the body and the heart chakra behind. It's time to stop falling in love. Stop being that knight in shining armor. Stop being that you are living by your heart. It's time to start buckling down. That's what that's saying. But lucky for you, that's going to be super easy, super easy. The Oracle's gift. This isn't going to be a struggle for you at all. You actually might really appreciate that message and want to get into that right away. As a matter of fact, as soon as you're done watching this, you might sign on to and see what kind of courses you can take, and you're really excited about it. So that's what you have to leave behind, is summer, basically. Summer fun, summer lovin'. Summer lovin'. Oh, that's Olivia Newton-John, who we've just recently lost. Yeah, summer lovin', having some fun. That's what you need to leave behind. It's time to buckle down. Let's see what energy does Sagittarius need to bring into winter. What kind of energy does Sagittarius need to bring into winter? What kind of energy does Sagittarius need to bring into winter? Cards are ready. That was definite. Great big love. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so this is interesting because the previous sign got this as what they have to leave behind, and you're getting it what you have to move into. Great big love. This is leaving, I'm going to say, I don't want to say frivolous love. Surface love, that's better. This is leaving surface love behind. And physical love, that maybe this was just a physical attraction, because we have body, and so we have the sexual attraction here, into more of a heart space love. This is head over heels love. This is once in a lifetime love. But there's a warning that comes with this card, and it can blind you from the red flags. So I think this is where you have to go more into your mind and balance your mind, and then you will see those red flags. You will be able to find that great big love, and you will be able to see the red flags at the same time and know that that's not your great big love. You know, you spot that person across the room and it's instant love, but because you've already balanced your mind at the beginning of autumn season, you can see that this person isn't the right one. So once you open up your mind here and you feed your mind, you'll be able to get that balanced great big love. And you'll be able to discern if this is great big love or great big lust. So you're switching from lust to love. Beautiful for you, Sagittarius. Wouldn't that be a great birthday present? Wouldn't that be a fabulous birthday present? And you know what? If you're with somebody right now, maybe it's falling in love with that person all over again. Maybe some, you see that person in a different light. Something shifted in your relationship, and now, because all relationships no relationship is static. If it's static, then you leave it. There are ups and downs, and if it wasn't for the downs, you wouldn't appreciate the ups. So if your relationship is kind of on the rocks right now, it will get better. We also have some numbers here. We have a 5, a 37, and a 26. So this could be the 5th of the month, the 26th of the month. You could be 26 years old, you'd be 37 years old. The 5th month is May. That might mean something to you. Or the 26th of any month. But the 26th of September, October, November are going to be very special for you this year. I would even make a wish about love on those dates. So let's get a reading of how you transform this energy from lust to love. From lust to love. What do Sagittarians, how do they transform this energy over this autumn time from lust to love? Cards are ready. Ooh, wishing well. Wishing well. Your powers of manifestation are going to be fantastic. Golden Palace. Golden Palace. You know what? You start using your mind, because this is mind. Law of attraction is using your thoughts and your mind, and you haven't been doing that. You're going to start really attracting here into the unknown. Wow, Sagittarius. Okay, you get that mind power going, and you're going to create a life that you can't even see right now. You can't even see where it's going. You have no idea, you can't see it, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You aren't using your thought power at all, and you have the Oracle's gift. You can bring anything you want into your life right now. Anything, anything. Riches, homes, people, love, anything you want. This is the most magical reading. But you have to take that risk. You're going into a life that you can't even imagine yourself right now. What a great birthday wish that is. What a great birthday wish. You just have to activate this crown chakra. You got to balance this out. You got to make these ones smaller, this summer loving, this lust, this body lust smaller, and make your mind, your crown chakra, bigger, so they're all the same size. And you've got the Oracle's gift. You are going to amazing, before winter, this is a winter card, so before the end of the Sagittarius season, you are going to be able to create an amazing life. And then if you see there's roots down here, that is going to last for a very, very long time. And it's going to be something you don't even see coming. You don't even see coming. So when you're asking for things, don't say how. Tell them what you want. Tell the universe what you want, but not how it comes to you. And kapow. There it is. There it is. So for our first Libra season, you have to start wishing well. Be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it. And it's going to feel like things start to drop out of thin air. So we have another number here, 48. Things are going to really start happening for you at the beginning of Sagittarius season. That's the 48th week of the year. 48 could also be your age. Also could mean that the skills that you learn during Libra season will last for 48 weeks or months. For a Scorpio season, we have the number 23. So this could be the 23rd. This could be the start of autumn, which is September 23rd, October 23rd, November 23rd. But by the time we go into Capricorn season, which is December 22nd, you should have already seen some of this on the physical. You should already see some of this actually in the physical for you. So we have a 23. That also could be an age. It could mean something to you. It could also start and then it could take 23 days or 23 weeks. And then into the unknown, we have a 7 here. And that's why I said it could be a person, because 7 is the sign of Libra. And that is the marriage or partnership card. 7 is also July. This could be something that even goes back to the month of July for you. And 7 could be the 7th of October, November, or December. Could be very important to you. Very good days to take risks with something, with, maybe you've always wanted to call that person, or it's something to do with somebody else. There's a person in this card. So maybe you want to apply for that job. Maybe you want to call that person and ask if they want to go into business with you or go on a date or something. But those 7th will be take a risk that day. Take a risk that day. And things are going to be absolutely end up amazing for you, Sagittarius. This is a fantastic reading. You just balance that mind. Get that mind going. And your sign Jupiter, if you look, there's a huge planet behind here. And Sagittarius, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Your ruler, Jupiter, which is the planet of abundance and bringing you all good things and expansion, is going to bring you everything you want. So get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. Go take a course on mind power and the philosophy of law of attraction and blow your own friggin' mind. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a great autumn season. Have a happy birthday, and take good care. Thanks for watching. Well, hello, my Capricorn friends. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to your autumn energy reading. I'm going to be doing a reading on the energy that you can expect for autumn. I'm going to first ask what you need to let go of. Just as the trees are letting go of the leaves, it's time for us to let go of some things as well. So I'm going to ask what energy you need to let go of, and then I'm going to ask what energy do you need to focus on before winter comes or your next birthday. So this is from September 23rd until December 21st. We're going to ask, what does Capricorn need to let go of? What does a Capricorn need to let go of? What energy does Capricorn need to let go of going into autumn? What energy does Capricorn need to let go of going into autumn? Cards are ready. Great and full. Okay, Capricorn, why do you need to let go of being grateful? Very interesting. I do see the first thing that pops out at me is this wine. Have you been over drinking or other mind-altering substances? You know, is that something that you need to let go of? And no judgment. I mean, in the summertime is patio drinking and beers at the beach and beers at the cabin and you know, holidays. So maybe you're drinking a little bit more around the campfires, and so maybe this is something that you need to look at. You know, as we go into autumn, is reining that in a little bit. Also, have you been overspending? Like, right? We look at a gold cup here. Gold is money. We've got some opulence going here. Have you been overspending? Because this is great and full. So this is, you know, your cup runneth over. So anything that's over the top. So have you been overspending? Have you been over drinking? Have you been over partying? Have you, you know, anything that's, you know, more isn't always more. You know, so this is telling me that whatever you've been doing more of, that is to your detriment. Like I said, like spending, drinking, you know, watching Netflix more, right? You know, not really paying attention to a lot of other things. Maybe it's time to rein all that in. Maybe it's time to let that go and buckle down and get ready for the winter. You know, have you been loading up your credit cards? You know, overspending on your credit cards. Have you been overextending yourself? You know, is your calendar too full? Just anything that's overspilling, that's overdone, that's over more than what you wanted, going right off the rails on your budget. Those kind of things. I just see that you are, it's just too much already. It's too much. It's too much. It's time to rein that in. It's time to rein that in. Because now it's just wasting. Once the cup is full and it spills over the cup, now it's just wasting. You know, drinking too much is just wasting. You know, overspending is, and putting it on a credit card is just wasting interest. Money is wasting your money. So it's just looking at where there are overages and wastes. That's the energy that you need to stop and you need to let go of. So just like but you need to do it easily. If you look in you know, there's some blessings in this card as well. There's some soft flowers and whatever. I don't think this is going to be very difficult for you to do. You just need to be aware of it and realize enough is enough. And, you know, we all get to that point. You're just like, hey, enough. Yeah, I'm done. I can't, you know, it's just like, remember at Christmas time, everybody drinks eggnog and oranges and Christmas cookies. And then finally it's just, okay, that's enough. A lot of it just goes bad by mid-January. Nobody even wants to look at anything Christmas anymore. And that's the feeling I'm getting here for you, but for summer fun, and just kind of, you're just topped up, just kind of done. And it's time to let that go and put the woolly sweaters on, grab the pumpkin spice coffee, and get ready for winter. I think that's what the card is trying to tell you, what energy you need to let go of. The overages and the waste. You gotta, and just to realize what is overages and what is waste. So let's have a look at what energies do you need to focus on going into winter? So what energies do you need to focus on this autumn going into winter, which is also your birthday season? What energies does Capricorn need to focus on going into winter? Great big love. Sagittarius got this as well. So I wonder if you should hook up with a Sagittarius. Okay, so this card is, so I think what I'm trying to get here is focus on, rather than things, on what you, on getting this big love in your life. Maybe you're filling up with alcohol and over purchasing and shopping and whatnot, because you're looking for this big love. You're trying to find it in other things. And, you know, this card though is a double-edged sword. You have to be very careful, because this big love can also be blinding, that you don't see the red flags. And you generally don't see them until there's cracks in the armor. This is head over heels love. This is love of a lifetime. And I think it's telling me that you're trying to fill up your life with other things, like maybe drinking too much or overspending or wasting money or just more and more and more, because your heart is empty. And so you're filling up this cup with all these other things and thinking more is more of all this stuff. And what you really need to do is fill up your heart. That's what I'm getting with that. You just need to fill up your heart. And so that's what you need to focus on this autumn season, is filling up your heart instead of filling up your wine cup. So we have a number here, 4. So that could be the month of April. So maybe you've been doing this since April. This also could be the 4th of any month. So this would be October, November, December 4th. This could be in 4 weeks. This could be 4 months. Only you know what that means to you. And here we have a 26. And this could be the 26th of any month, September, October, November. This also could be the 26th of December, which is the beginning of your birthday season. So I think it's trying to tell us that, you could also be 26 years old, that also 26 is 2 seasons. So this might take 2 seasons. So this might not be in full fruition until the end of winter, which is your season, because each season is 13 weeks long. So this might be something that you have to work on, filling up your heart rather than your cup with wine, or your credit card with interest charges. You might have to work on this over 2 seasons. So by the end of winter season, which is your season, your heart will be filled if you work on it properly. So let's see. let's find your map here. So now we want to know, how does Capricorn do this? How do they go from filling up their wine cup to filling up their heart with head over heels love? Now, if you're already in a relationship, maybe you need to fix your relationship because the message still stands. If you're still in a relationship, you might be, you know, you might even be hiding some of this extra drinking or spending from your spouse, instead of talking to your spouse or your partner with what the problems really are. And once you work out those problems, I think you'll be in a whole brand new type of love with each other. All right, so let's get a roadmap for Capricorn, please, for autumn. For Capricorn. Cards are ready. Metamorphosis. Yeah, you need to change this, Capricorn. You know, you might have to just not have any wine in the house for a while. You definitely need to change this, though. This is creating some storms in your life. And it definitely has to do with another person. Definitely has to do with another person. Whether that person is in your life or not, it definitely has to do with another person. Slow and steady. You don't have to do this all the first week of autumn. Slow and steady wins the race. And I like this card for you because it's an earth sign card. We also have number 12 here, which is December, or the 12th of every month. And of course, December is the beginning of Capricorn season. It's the beginning of winter, which is your season. You're the cardinal point of winter. Just slow and steady. Metamorphosis is also slow and steady. The caterpillar doesn't wrap up one night and wake up the next morning as a butterfly. It takes time. So take your time with this. Don't be in a rush. You have actually got 2 seasons here to work on it. And mountain, which is also really earthy. Really earthy. And here we have a 6. So this could be going, so we have April, we have June now. This could be the 6th of the month. This could be 6 months, which is 2 seasons, 6 weeks. But the mountain is the strongest earth symbol. So this tells me that once you do this, you'll be steady the rest of your life. This isn't flighty. You're going to take your time. You're going to change your life. And then that will be with your... Mountains are unmovable. And they also last a very long time. Probably the oldest structures, the oldest earth things on earth are mountains, millions of years old. This is, once you do it, it will be with you for the rest of your life. So whatever you are overdoing and wasting, if you look at that, instead of filling up your cup with wine, start to fill up your heart. This is going to last you the rest of your life. Also, I'd like to suggest that this love will last you the rest of your life. This will be the one. This will be the one. You guys will be unmovable. But I think if you're single, this is the reason why you're still single, because you are filling up your heart. You're filling up your cup, or your credit card statement, or workaholic. Maybe you're filling up your calendar, but there's no room for love in your life right now. And even if you are married or with somebody, maybe you're having problems, and this is the reason why. But once you change that, you are going to be like a mountain. You're going to be unmovable. This is the ultimate earth card, which is Capricorn. You're the ultimate earth card. You're the Saturn rules you, and Saturn also rules earth and earth things deep within the earth. Capricorn is the ultimate earth card. So once you do that, this will all be behind you forevermore. But you have to do it slow and steady. You can't rush this process. You want to do it properly. You want to become, I think if you do this properly, Capricorn, next year, this time, you won't even recognize yourself. You won't recognize your life. It'll be that much better because you'll actually be living your authentic life, your earth sign, Saturn sign. You'll start to be the king of pentacles with all that money and all that reward, including filling up your heart. Cards are clear. So we have another number 6. Oh, I think I told you the 6. I think the 6 is, it's going to take 6 months, which is 26 weeks, which is 2 seasons. I think, especially if you continue it once your birthday month starts in December. Slow and steady. Don't give up. Don't give up, Capricorn. It's coming. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. You got so many nice earth cards here. Oh, I'm counting on you, Capricorn. Thanks for watching. Have a great autumn. Take good care. Well, hello, my Aquarian friends. Welcome to your autumn reading. I'm going to be doing an autumn energy reading for you. We're going to first look at what energies do you need to leave behind. Just as the trees are dropping the leaves, it's time for you to gently and elegantly drop some things as well and leave them behind and prepare for the winter. So I'm going to, first we're going to look at your energy. What energies do you need to leave behind? Easily and gracefully, without argument. And then what energies do you need to focus on to prepare for winter? What energies do you need to focus on to prepare for winter? And then we're going to do a quick roadmap of how you bridge the two. So without further ado, let's get started. Aquarius, what energies do you need to leave behind this autumn? And remember, you don't have to do that this very first week of autumn. This is any time during the autumn, and that would be September 23rd to December 21st. Cards are ready. Quieting the mind. Okay, so you're saying, why should I leave that behind? This is actually when you're leaving this behind, it means procrastination. This is putting things off. This is watching too much TV, surfing too much on the internet. This is quieting the mind too much. This is not wanting to face things. If you look, the back is towards this card and the person is looking the other way. This is not wanting to face things. This is procrastination. This is la la land. This is what you need to put behind you. This is, this is being too quiet in the mind, not thinking things through. Just more procrastination. Maybe a little bit of too much recreational mind stuff. Like, substances, let's say, because they are sitting on a lotus, and in Egypt there's lotuses that are very similar to magic mushrooms. I'm also getting a magic mushroom feeling from this. Head in the clouds. This is being too quiet in the mind. This is what you need to let go of. It is autumn. There's a reason why school starts in September. It's a natural part to start thinking about how you are going to survive the winter. Summer is over. Summer loving, having some fun is over. Procrastination is over. It is time to activate the mind now. So it's time for you to leave the quiet, thoughtless mind behind, the mind games, the mind fun, the pulp fiction books, the over drinking, over having fun, sleeping in, all the summer fun things that you don't have to think about. It's the natural time of the year to actually get over it and start thinking things through. Now it's time to stop procrastinating. Time is afoot because winter is coming. And you got to start thinking about things. If, for example, primitive man, do they have enough bear skins and deer skins to stay warm over the winter? What about food? Now you got to start thinking. Easy times are over. And for you, Aquarius, it's time to activate your mind again and start thinking things through. So that's what you've got to let go of. The summer loving, having some fun. It's done. It's time to get back. It's time to get back into reality, let's say. Let's say it's time to get back into reality. So let's see. It's time to face the facts. It's time to get back into a budget. It's time to get back to work. It's time to start thinking, how you're going to survive this winter. Do you have enough wood chopped? Do you have, enough provisions? That kind of thing. So let's see what kind of energy Aquarius needs to focus on to move into winter. What energy does Aquarius need to focus on moving into winter? What energy does Aquarius need to focus on moving into winter? Cards are ready. Healing the heart. Healing the heart. This could be physical, mental, or emotional. The heart runs on all three. Interesting. I read this card for another sign and I saw this heart as gold and now I see it as red. It's time. It might be physical. If you are having any kind of heart symptoms whatsoever, please see the doctor. I mean, the worst that's going to happen is that they do find something, but the best they're going to happen is say, no, you're fine. Maybe it's just anxiety or something. If you have had emotional heartache, it's time to maybe work on that. Maybe it's time to, maybe need some kind of counseling or coaching with that if you just can't get over it. And if it's something spiritual, because if you see the hands are in some form of prayer, you just might need some kind of soul searching or spiritual assistance. And spiritual doesn't necessarily have to mean church. It can be anything, even maybe even astrology can be spiritual in its own little way, can't it? Even this a reading like this can be spiritual in some sort of way because it talks to the soul. And but you definitely need to work on healing your heart this autumn, Aquarius. Maybe that's what you aren't wanting to face, is some reality. So you've turned your back to that and just indulging in other things and procrastinating, because this really is hurtful. It's really seriously hurtful. Could be all three. It could be physically, mentally, and emotionally. You might be just exhausted. Somebody might have broken your heart. Maybe you do have some kind of heart problems that you're dealing with. This is the time you need to heal it. So what do you need to do? If it's a physical heart problem, you need to listen to your doctor. Maybe you need to change your weight. This is a good time to point you down to my disclaimers for entertainment purposes only. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying and general information. Maybe you need to see a doctor, alternative. I don't know what you need to do. That's up to you to research that. If it's emotional and you can't get over it, maybe you need some counseling. Maybe you need a life coach. Maybe you need a relationship coach. If you are in a relationship and you're breaking and your heart is breaking and it's not where you want it to be and you've ignored all the problems, well, maybe it's time to see a marriage counselor about that. And of course, if it's spiritual, well, maybe you need to look into some kind of spirituality. There's so many that you can research, everything from general Christianity to, Buddhism. There's all kinds of spiritual paths that you can take that might make your heart feel a little bit better. Remember, your heart is your soul. So that would just be, what does your soul asking for? Why don't you listen to your heart and see what it needs? Your heart will tell you. Maybe it just needs a better connection with your mind. Maybe, maybe your heart says, I'm tired of carrying the load. Can we please bring the mind into this? Maybe you need heart-mind connection. And that's why your heart is tired. It's like it's been carrying this whole load. And you're putting so much emphasis on, heart, make me happy. Heart, make me happy, because my mind isn't. And your heart's just like, okay, I'm tired. Can you please, let's do something about this. So you need to heal the heart. You need to heal. And the first thing you need to do is face that. You need to wake up and face that and stop running away from it. So we've got a couple of numbers here, and interesting, we got 32 and 23. They're the opposites, they're the mirrors of each other. So 32 could mean something, could be this has been going on for 32 weeks, could be your age is 32. It could be anything. It could be a number and a phone number, an address, and only you know what that means. 23 again could be an age, could be a day of the month, could be September 23rd, October 23rd, and December 23rd. Those are very specific dates that are great for you to do something for your heart. Maybe do body, mind, and soul on each one of those. Maybe make a doctor's appointment for the 23rd of October. Maybe on the 23rd of September, do something for your soul. But those are great days to do something for your heart. It's going to be very important days for you. It's great days to connect the mind and heart together. And like I said, this is, look at the mirror numbers, 32, 23. This is a mind-heart connection that you need to reconnect. And I think the disconnect is in the mind. The mind is checked out. Like, I'm not dealing with this. My heart's going, great, thanks, because I have no choice. So let's see. Let's get a map here for Aquarius. Let's get a map. Let's get a map for Aquarius. Map for Aquarius for autumn, please. Map for Aquarius for autumn, please. Oh, cards are ready. Balancing act. Mind and heart. Balancing act. Absolutely. You're out of balance. Completely out of balance. Heal the ouch. I think you're physically heartbroken. I honestly do. I think you're physically heartbroken, and so you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it again. And this even could be the mind. We got the ice pack on top of the head there, and we've got this. Could even be the crown chakra needs actually heal. This is actual healing. And stuck in the mud, inertia. Okay. Why don't you want to do this, Aquarius? Okay, so we got a number 11 here, so November or the 11th of the month in October, because this first card, of course, is the Libra season from September 23rd until October 24th. 21st or 22nd. So this would be the 11th of October is a very important day for you. Definitely we need to work on some balancing. Also, November is going to be very important for you, especially 11th of November and the 11th of December. This also could be, it could take you 11 weeks to actually get some of this balanced. Yeah, you definitely need to balance here. Look, and even there's, I just noticed that there's a star where the heart is. So there's the map right there telling you what you need to do. Balance your mind and heart. Wake up your mind. You got to look at, she's got a big hat on. You got to wake up the mind here. And then, of course, the heart in the red petals. So that's what you've got to really focus on, is balancing mind, body, soul. Really, honestly. And we've got heal the ouch. This is actual physical healing that you need to do. So even if you don't think you have any heart problems, maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to look after your heart, give it some exercise, feed it properly. What are you feeding your heart? You know, what's a heart healthy diet that you could maybe follow for a while? Also with your mind, you know, make some puzzles, learn a new skill. This is actually healing the ouch. This is actually taking action, not just thinking, not just spiritually. This is actually taking action in the real world, in the physical world, doing something in the physical world, healing your mind, getting your mind active again, taking a course, doing some puzzles, healing your heart by maybe following a heart healthy diet. And this is the Scorpio month. And so this is October 22nd until November 22nd. Actually get outside. Actually get outside. Get outside, go for a walk. Go heal in nature. Get out. Look, he's looking at the trees. Go somewhere where you can actually see some trees. Be out in nature. Might even have to see a professional. Maybe you have to go see an alternative healer. Maybe actually have to go see a doctor or a counselor, something or somebody. Especially if after the Libra season, things still aren't balanced for you. We have a number 38 here. This could be somebody's phone number could have 38 in it. Their address could have 38 in it. So if you're looking for a healer, see if their number, that combination of numbers is in their phone number or address. This also could be 38 days, 38 weeks. I was going to say this, something could have happened in week 38. Again, if we add 3 and 8, we have 11. So 11 is another number that's coming up for you. And Aquarius is the 11th sign. So I think this is a big message that this is for you, Aquarius. All right. Also now, stuck in the mud. This isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be, but as you can see, the elephant's trying to get out. It seems simple, but it's not easy. But you do have somebody with you. You might feel awfully alone going through this. And even if you're with somebody, you might feel that you need to do this by yourself. That but you just really need to start the inertia. Like, you got to start with one step. We have 24. So this could be the 24th of the month. September 24th would be a great time to start. October 24th, November 24th. I know by December 24th is we are now into winter and Capricorn season. But you might make yourself a promise by Christmas that you will be looking after this. Things do lighten up for you. They lighten up for you. But yeah, at least start to take some steps. I think this might be something that has been going on for a very long time that you've chosen to ignore. You've chosen to ignore it. And now your heart is crying out and saying, please, please help. And only you can carry it. Only you can do it. But you got to take action. You got to take those steps. And even if it feels like you're stuck in the mud, you've got to try. Do you think this elephant will eventually get out? Yeah. Just feels heavy to walk through it. But if you need help, call for help. Nothing wrong with actually, if you are having physical symptoms. Nothing wrong with that. But you do need to balance it out. So, you know, the Sagittarius season before Christmas might be more difficult for you. Maybe you're missing somebody. But you've got to plow through it. That's what I just want to say. You got to plow through it. All right. But yeah, again, I just noticed this Christmas time. On Christmas time, walking towards Christmas time, fixing it by Christmas time. I'm looking to see what else I see in there. You can do it. You just gotta do it. Well, thank you very much for watching. Take good care. Have a fabulous autumn. Bye for now. Well, hello, my Pisces friends. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing a autumn energy reading for you today. This is going to be from September 23rd until December 21st. And I'm going to look at the energies of what you need to leave behind, just as the trees are dropping their leaves. What do you need to drop with ease and grace? And then I'm going to look at what energy do you need to focus on to prepare for winter, because that's what autumn is all about. It's preparing for winter. So I'm going to look at those energies, and then we're going to do a map of what steps you need to take to get to where you need to be. So without further ado, our Pisces. Pisces, what energies do you need to leave? What energies do Pisces need to let go of? What energy does Pisces need to leave? Cards are ready. Time machine. Time machine. Are you living in the past? Living in the past. And this is for you, Pisces. We have a 3 here. That would be the month of March. Also, Pisces is the 12th sign. 1 and 2 make 3. Are you living in the past or the future and not living in the now? That's exactly what you're doing, isn't it, Pisces? You're ignoring the now. You're ignoring the reality. You're living in the past or you're living in the future. The future, living in the future is when this changes, then I will be happy. And living in the past is it was so much better than before. It was so much better back then. Or when I get that new job, then I'll be happy. When I get that new person, then I'll be happy. Oh, I was so much happier 2 years ago. And you're not living in the now. So this is clear as day. What you need to let go of is this time machine that you're living in. You're living in the past or you're living in the future, but you're not living in the now. You're not being happy now. You're not appreciating now. You're not grateful for now. You're not living in the now. You're not living in today's reality. You're living in yesterday's reality and tomorrow's reality, but you're not living in today's reality. So that's very clear to me, Pisces. What you need to let go of is living in this time machine and start to live in the now. A great book, or I believe you can even find lots of stuff on YouTube for free about it, living in the now. You need to live in the now. Now. That's very clear to me what you need to let go of. And you need to let go of it gently and easily, just as the trees let go of their leaves. And start to live in the now and face your reality now. What's life like right now? If you're happy right now, then you'll also be happy in the future. You actually, if you're happy right now and start to improve your future, then you'll be even happier in the future. But you have to live in the now. You have to face reality now. Instead of living in a time machine and wishing things were different. Things aren't different. Things are the way reality is right now. So you can't turn back the clock. And you also can't speed up the clock. The minute you start to live in the now, the faster, believe it or not, your happier future will arrive. Very clear message. Live in the now. Live in today's reality. Don't pine for the past. And don't dismiss now to worry about the future. All right, so let's see. What energy do you need to focus on this autumn to prepare for the winter? What energies do you need to focus on to prepare for the winter? What energies do you need to focus on to prepare? Cards are ready. A burst of magic. Love this card for you, Pisces. This almost looks like you. Pisces to me is kind of a magical sign. So burst of magic. You got to get unstuck. To me, I can feel like you're like this hard bud. And you need to open. You need to open up. And you're this hard bud living in the past or living in the future, but you're not opening and living for today. You need to open up. You need to open up. Do you have people in the past that maybe you need to ghost? I know that's smoke, but it looks like a person. Is that why you're living in the past? Because you're pining for an ex? Or are you living in the future? You've got this ghost person that is supposed to be showing up. Because they're not real. Well, of course, the person in the past is real, but they're not in your future right now. They aren't real in your future, and that's what the card told you to focus on. So we asked how do you focus on that? We have to do some thought work. We have to do some thought work, some personal development work with that, with the power of now. We have to do a little bit of law of attraction properly and not just hope that we're going to be happier in the future. We have to create our own future. But this person is not real in your life right now. Let me say that again. This person is not real in your life right now. So even if you are with somebody, if you're physically with somebody, spiritually, you guys aren't on the same path. Something has gone terribly wrong. And if you want this person, actually, you need to do a little bit of magic, which is like marriage counseling or couples counseling or relationship coach or something like that. But you need to open. You're so closed. You need to open up. You need to open up. So let's ask the cards, how do you get there? And then we have another number here, 48. Now 48, that could be weeks. And that's actually approximately the beginning of Sagittarius season. So maybe things won't actually get better until Sagittarius season, which is November 22nd or 21st to December 21st. Or the 48th week of the year is when magic is really going to start to happen for you. You're actually going to see it start to form in your life. Okay, so this isn't going to happen overnight. And again, this is for all of autumn, so you don't have to do all this work the first week or first days of autumn and then think, oh, I didn't do it, so I'm going to miss it. No, this is the reading for the whole season. And I like the way the card has shown us that once Sagittarius season, if you start to work on it now, once Sagittarius season rolls around, you're going to start to see some magic start to happen in your life. Things are going to start to open up for you. All right, so let's get your map here for Pisces. Map for Pisces, please, for autumn. Protecting treasure. There you go. So you're protecting what you had in the past. You're hanging on to it so tightly that you can't live in the now. You're just yeah, Pisces. Why are you hanging on? Oh, wishing well. Things do get better. Look at that. The clouds open up. Magic, prayer, burst of magic. Here we go, Pisces. So you are living in the past. You're hanging on to what you have rather than allowing more to even come in. Like, look at even with this wishing well, you even get more gold. Look at that. Once you let go of the past, what I had, I'm never going to have this good again. I'm never going to have this good again. I've got to protect it. Once you let go of that and allow the rainbow to come out and light to come out, you actually get more. Now you're wishing well. Now you can start to, you trust that now is going to provide you with things, and things start dropping out of the sky for you. And look at this, magic prayer. Again, to me, this is a Piscean card. Pisces is greens and blues and pinks and mermaids and magic prayer, a burst of magic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at these, almost are identical in color matching. Magic prayer, burst of magic. So Pisces, you have got to stop living in the past and not allowing your future to come to fruition. Let's look at some numbers here. 39, this might be your age. This might be something happened in the 39th week. Something could have happened 39 weeks ago that brought you to this point that you can't live in the now. But or something, could be a phone number, could be an address, anything. Only you know what it is. And then we have 48 here, and 48 is repeated again, and they're both in magical, wishing well, burst of magic. So again, I think once Sagittarius season start, it's going to be very poignant for you. It's going to be sometime between Libra season and Scorpio season, you're going to learn how to create magic in your life. And here we have a 32. This could be, again, an age. It could be a week. It could be a number in a phone or an address. It could be something that you have to repeat 32 times because we have magic prayer here. But definitely We got this bookend here, the 48-48. Definitely during Sagittarius season, something very magical is going to happen to you. A burst of magic. I think by the time autumn rolls around next year, you won't even recognize your life, Pisces. And even if you look at this dress that she has on, it's turning from white into green, into these greens and aquas and pinks of Pisces colors. And this is gender free. Of course, you guys know that. I don't have to tell you that 100 times. We even have here, you let go and look at, here comes some of these pinks, this magic showing up. We got a diamond here. We got a snake guarding that. Some kind of snake is keeping you tied to that. So you need to stop living in the past. Stop living in the past. Start living in the now. And look at this. We've got a crown here, and this is a mass crown. So your crown chakra you've got to activate, which is the law of attraction, which is living in the now. Yes, the law of attraction is future, but you have to live in the now, and you drop importance. You have to be happy with what you have now for the universe to give you more of it. See how that works? If you aren't happy with what you have now, it's certainly not going to dish up what you want in the future. But if you're happy with what you have now, even if it's the tiniest thing, the universe will just start to give you more and more. Things will start dropping out of the sky for you. You've got to learn what this magic prayer is for you, though. You and you alone. Wow, how exciting, Pisces. You have a very exciting and interesting autumn coming up. I can't see what you bring into your life for yourself. Whatever this magic is, it's yours for the taking. Could be anything you want. Thanks for watching. Have a great autumn. Take good care. Bye for now.